Welcome on in for this Saturday session of the D&D. We are gonna. You good? That's fine. Yeah, but we are gonna be continuing our D&D session today. They are is they are words hard. It is the continuation of the Adventurers Party gathering a trip towards a new location. We just ended day 2 last session, and it's going to be the continuation off of that. So there's going to be plenty of fun action most likely going to be happening today. But to do a little bit of a recap, after having a debate on what to do the next steps well within Jihao, they decided that they are going to go on this mission to learn more about this strange pendant that they have to seem to have chosen this group to go on this journey. And through much deliberation, splitting up, gathering supplies, meeting a new member of the team, Gary the Mule, they went off after spending a day of not necessarily relaxation, but a day of meditation and contemplation, as well as just getting the body ready as Orion, the centaur of the group, deciding to do a little bit of manual labor and working, assisting the townsfolk while they waited. You had Vesper and Jacqueline, a group prayer that happened in which they both saw things that are hard to explain and left with maybe more questions than answers, but perhaps maybe at least one answer was given. And then we had the cleric of the group, Nina, with their own prayers, trying to seek some guidance. And then some shopping as well for the druid and the magic users of the group pretty much went on a little bit of shopping, making sure they had the components needed for certain spells. And after the first night being a bit of a worrisome experience as the second moon of Exandria, Ruidus seemed to gleam omen-like energy towards the group, and they seemed to have been a little bit more sluggish and struggled a little bit as they ran into a group of would-be tax collectors, swiftly taking control of the situation and dealing with them in quite a spectacular experience. And after leaving the would-be boss's body crucified against a cactus as a warning sign, they continued on. And soon after that, they decided to try to convince the warhorse of this boss to join them. And through much conversation and strange strange behavior among the horse seemed to allow their services, I will say, for this adventure. And this is where we're going to continue off. They have just arrived at a campsite. They set up shop, and as they set in, the night sky starts to set in, and it goes from day to darkness.
That's cool.
And let me get where is it? There we go.
Wild.
So you guys are now gathered around the campfire, settle in for the night. After an interesting first 2 days, I'll allow you guys to decide on how this night is going to go.
Well, considering how things ended with combat, I can almost guarantee that Vesper is still unconscious.
Then would you say you'd still be in the cart?
Knowing Nina, she would probably still be with me as well. taking care of me in the back of the cart. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are in the cart. You found a nice little like slot
Are
to
she
kind of
and
relax.
yo, that's wild. I thought there was somebody behind me for a second because it was actually in stereo. Wow. Did you stack us or?
I would say that you guys are kind of. I just put you kind of in the back together, but you guys you could say that she kind of
'Cause I
has her
can't
on the left.
see her token. Okay, I can't see her token for some reason.
Okay, with
Are you
me.
sure? Because because your dark vision should be up.
Yeah, I can see my token. I can see Gary. I can see the horse. I can see everything in grayscale, but I cannot see Nina's token for some reason.
Let me resummon Nina real quick then.
There we
Nina.
go. I see it
Okay.
now.
Does everybody else see their tokens?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll spread you guys out a little bit. But yeah, you guys are at the campfire. You guys just dealt with those bandits. You've acquired a new companion, the horse, which you have yet to learn its name.
The immersion of this audio.
It's good. It's really good.
I made sure to have
This is insane.
the fire be more like flickering. I put some work into it.
Hmm.
That being said, the night's yours.
Yeah, I think for Jacqueline, you just see her cleaning off like the blood and stuff from her axe. Enjoying just the night breeze. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
Maintain my equipment, watch as best I can.
If I recall, you said that Orion most likely would spend the night talking to the animals.
No, I said that I just make it part of my routine each day to check in on them.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't like the new war horses at all, and so it's very much a prima donna, and it's not getting any extra attention.
Okay.
It needs to know who's in charge.
Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's up to you. Just wanted to double check because I remember you mentioning about that. So. So is there anything you guys want to do tonight, or would you like to go to the next day?
I got nothing for the evening.
Yeah, I don't got anything. Just probably maintaining my equipment.
Okay. Well, I'll say that even though, is anybody gonna go on watch, or are you guys just gonna trust in your instincts and just sleep the night off?
I can go on watch if you want.
So we
Okay,
really,
okay.
right now we only have effectively 3 players, right?
Vesper is out.
Sweet.
Yeah, Vesper is
Yeah, so
just out.
we have 3 players and one of us is out. So-
Nina's kind of
Yeah, but
tending to them.
I can play Nina on the side, I suppose. Because Nina is watching over Vesper, Nina probably would take the first watch. She'd be very fretful and stressed out and worried.
Let's just leave with Vesper and Jacqueline take one watch, and I'll take the other watch.
That's fair.
I think
Okay.
weird happens with Vesper, but I think we want Nina like right there.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could rotate 3 people each taking a watch. Who was doing the first watch?
I mean, I was suggesting Nina do the first watch because I could imagine her, stress and worry keeping her awake.
She doesn't have dark
And
vision,
then-
and she's currently away from the campfire.
True, that's true.
I'll take the first watch. I'll actually use the Moon Touch Spear because it radiates light. I'll hold that basically as my torch and just do little patrols.
And if I remember
The
correctly,
bright
it's
light
10.
15 foot and dim light from 15 foot out.
Yeah, it's 15. So that's what it would be like.
Okay, I'll just do a little circuit. I mean, and realistically, we don't have a
So would it
huge
be-
campsite, I don't think. So, I mean, it's just kind of us, the cart, and maybe a tent right around it. So, not much of a patrol.
That I'm trying to figure out what effect. I mean, maybe
That's like an underwater effect, is what I'm seeing.
pulse. That's the ghostly light. That's what it is.
That seems appropriate for
Yeah.
a moon touched.
The ghostly light.
I think so. You could just make it solid.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be.
Oh man, this audio is gonna put my ass to sleep.
Okay. So you go for your. So you just like walk around. You maybe like step up on the cliff here, kind of thing. Kind of like getting like a higher vantage point.
Yeah, that works.
Kind of keep a watch. All right. Roll a perception check. The day isn't over yet, so your curse is still gonna apply to you, as you're still cursed until tomorrow.
Hey, yo, that's not a bad roll.
15. So you, after spending 2 days on the road, you've come a little accustomed to the surroundings, and what felt a little bit concerning, the sounds that you hear, the movement you might see, you've come to realize that that's just kind of the nature of this location, and luckily nothing seems to be hostile towards the group and seems to be keeping their distance. You do hear occasional howls in the distance and maybe some movement, but after, taking a second, lowering yourself, listening carefully, you see that it moves on, and luckily nothing seems to happen this first time. Before you...
Yay.
Well, yes?
Said, yay.
Yeah. And your rest, or your watch, comes to an end with nothing too eventful happening, and you pass the torch over to whoever's taking next watch.
I guess I can take next watch.
Say like you go into one of the tents. Alright. What is Jacqueline going to be doing? Anything specific when it comes to this watch?
Uh,
Or are you just going
I
to
guess
watch?
I'm assuming Panella is in a tent as well.
Yeah, Penella would be technically in a tent.
Okay. I think probably you just see Jacqueline just keeping an eye out. Maybe grab a burning stick from the campfire and do a quick go around once or twice the camp just to keep an eye out, check up on everything.
Okay.
It's a perception check at disadvantage, you said?
Correct.
Okay, where's my perception? Perception, okay. Perception, disadvantage, roll, please. Ooh, okay. I wasted 20, but, 13?
Oh, this assume like you're connected to the,
Yeah, I don't, because of everything that got messed up, so hold on.
Okay, no worries. 13.
Yeah.
The night seems to go calmly. You don't. It seems like this hour, a lot of things seem to have gone to rest, and anything you do hear that you think you hear seems to have been in the distance.
Mhm.
And with the 13, you're able to keep a good eye, but you notice that partway through, your eyes grow a little heavy, and you do struggle a little bit to keep your eyes open, but you do manage to get through your section of the watch. You don't seem to have noticed anything has happened on your patrols before you wake up Penella. And I'm not even gonna ask for Penella to do her roll. We're just gonna say that their watch goes without any worry either. And the campfire is nice and common as you fall asleep. And eventually Nina also falls asleep before the next day arrives. And the daylight returns. You all gather around what was the campfire.
Some eerie ass music for daytime.
Uh, huh. It wasn't supposed to be that eerie. Well, in the meantime, there's not gonna be any audio as I quickly scramble to get some more peaceful music, because apparently.
Um. I'm just gonna, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna roll a D100 just to see if I wake up.
You want
50-50 shot?
Okay, so you're gonna roll to see if you wake up today?
Yes. Or if she's still unconscious because that, like, you said it yourself. She,
I
like,
would say you get a level of exhaustion. You'll be awake, but you'll gain a level of exhaustion.
okay. Hey. Touch
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
Sorry, I had to end them.
We technically would have gone a long rest.
There we
Though,
go.
right?
Everybody does get a long rest. Yes, correct.
Okay. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go.
You guys are back onto the road. But first, do that D100 for me.
I rolled a 1.
Damn.
So, here's the thing. When D100s work, how I do it is the percentage is if it's 10% chance that you are going to gain going to not wake up or would wake up, the lower rolls are better, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're asking if you would gain a level of exhaustion today from being drained from what you did yesterday.
Right.
I want you to make the decision. Do you think that it would be a higher chance or a lower chance to gain a level of exhaustion? Because if it's a higher chance, a low roll is better. But if it's a greater chance for it not to happen, higher roll is better. So I want you to make the decision. Do you think you deserve, with that roll, a level of exhaustion?
I mean, she did essentially sleep a whole day, so I would think that she wouldn't get the level exhaustion. But that also just sounds like me, the player, saying I don't want exhaustion.
I want your honest opinion. What do you think? Do you think the
No.
odds were higher or lower?
I think the odds were higher for her to recover.
Okay. So that would mean that 10% chance for you to be exhausted. That's how it would work then.
Mm-hmm.
And you rolled a 1.
And I rolled a 1.
which means it's within that 10%. So you do gain a level of exhaustion.
Damn it.
I wanted to be fair and let you come to an honest, thoughts on it. So, you guys are back on the road. You're traveling, continue on that path, heading south towards the Emerald Caravan Loop. Or I guess Caravan Stop, the Emerald Caravan. And I need you guys to roll a d20 for me and add your survival. Orion did it the last time. If somebody else wants to roll it,
one of us.
I'll let you decide.
Is it a survival check, or?
It's basically a roll in d20. And if you have a survival, you can add your modifier.
Okay.
If you're proficient,
I'm just saying, just roll a d20 for me, and if you want to increase your odds of it being better, add your survival roll.
okay, so a survival check.
Yeah, survival check. Yeah.
That was so confusing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come across as confusing.
I'll be honest. I have like nothing in survival.
Yeah, is anyone proficient but me?
I am not proficient, and I have disadvantage.
Do you think?
I'm the only person that has the skill.
True.
I don't know.
It's up to you if you want the same
vanilla I need
person
to
roll on
have.
this whole time or not. I leave it up to you guys.
I mean, realistically, if you're going into wilderness and one person's a professional tracker and trapper and whatnot, and the other person has seen a map once, you don't go back and forth on it. You go
Right.
that actually has the skill.
Hmm.
Like, I won't be teaching a history class.
Sure.
So do you want to do survival again then?
Already did.
Already did. They rolled a 15.
Perfect.
Luckily, it seems today went by a bit better than your previous days. And what was a more, I'll say, adventurous excursion today is a lot calmer and more relaxed. And you luckily don't seem to encounter any beasts or any hostile individuals. Although you do come across at one point what looks like to be a group of men in insect-like armor. And for those, if you don't recall, the guards in Decau also wore insect-like armor. And it seems like
When you say insect-like armor, does
it's
that
like
mean
like
really like it's carved out of big insects, or just like styled on that side?
kind of like chitin armor kind of style. Like it's very like insect carapace kind of looking armor. Like whether it's made out of larger insects or just designed that way, you do not know. But that gives it off that appearance.
And are they traveling the same direction as like where we're taking them, or are they coming the other way?
Well, they're actually, you come across them while they're at the side of the road, kind of on like a little bit of a campsite. In fact, let me just show you the scene. Let's get everybody in here. Now, would anybody be riding in a cart?
Yes.
So you'd be in the cart.
I think Nina and Vesper would be in the cart still, because I mean Vesper's got a level of exhaustion. She's still tired as hell.
Okay. So I'd say you're in
I'm
the
probably
cart.
not in the cart, and Penilla is a warhorse now.
Yes. Well, I would say Polly would be kind of right alongside. I'd say like Orion and you would be kind of on the side. I can't seem to organize the cart to orientation to be any slightly angular, so we're just gonna pretend like that's the case. I would say that for the time being, Nina's probably also with. But yeah.
Would it be like Nina and Vesper in the back of the cart, or driving the cart?
Can you not link the donkey and the cart together?
It doesn't seem to want to. It's because it's a grid, and it's like the because it's at an angle, so it's like. Actually, if I do it this way. No, not that way. If I do it this way.
Damn, that's a big ass cart.
Well, I mean, I can.
A gas cart and a small donkey pulling it.
There we go. Well, we can just say that, like.
I don't know, 10 foot long. Doesn't seem too out of place.
You know, whatever. You get the gist of the scene. I'm.
Can't you do the rotating thing? That
Yeah.
you told
Well,
us
yeah. I
about?
could do the rotate in.
But
Oh, it only does 90.
it's only 90 degrees.
So I'll
Okay,
say
then.
you pull up here. Nina is in the cart. Vesper is in the cart.
I don't have control over my figure.
Yeah, I don't either.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, and then.
No, I can't move. Okay.
Anyways, you guys come to this campsite.
I'll just go here.
You see 6 individuals here, as well as what looks to be a cook as well. One of them seems to be cooking the meal, while the rest kind of sit around. Some of them checking their gear, others just seem to be just kind of keeping their eye out. And they notice you traveling down the road. And one of them that looks to be wearing a little bit slightly different armor, looks like maybe they could be the captain, kind of sees you and kind of says, "Ayo! Welcome, travelers. What brings you down these roads?"
What time of day is this?
I would say like this is kind of mid-afternoon, so it seems like they maybe are taking a break from their patrol.
Greetings.
By the way, you're no longer cursed, by the way. So just keep that in mind. The curse has lifted at this point.
Greetings all. Taking a break from your travels?
We're just, doing our usual patrol route. It's about time for us to take our meal break.
Ran into some bandits about a day ago, claiming they were tax collectors. There's a few less of them now, but be on your guard.
Damn, Sam. We try our best, but the land is quite expansive.
We left a warning to them. Hopefully they'll leave the area.
Well,
So, have you come from ahead, or?
we do a rotation. We make sure that the roads in between the different locations, so we make sure to keep this area safe, and we kind of go up and down the roads.
Anything we should know about? We're traveling
No,
on
we
a caravan.
we seem to be doing pretty good. It seems there's creatures here and there, but it seems to be a pretty good a day so far. We have some reports of a few creatures out prowling about, but we should be able to take care of it as long as you keep to the roads. You should be safe.
Any advice besides that?
Stick to the roads is honestly the best advice when you're in these lands. Keep your weapons ready. You never know what might come out. Feel like you can share the meal with us.
We have a long way to go, but thank you.
You sure? Quickly, just give you something to eat before a moment of rest. It's a long road ahead of you.
And
You
the
see the
sooner we
cook
move
is already
on,
kind of getting bowls ready for you guys.
The sooner we move on, the faster we'll get where we're going. End of the world and all that stuff.
The cook kind of looks up and kind of walks over towards I would say Jacqueline, and kind of hold out the bowl.
Yeah.
It's my specialty. You won't find it quite like anything else.
Maybe.
Hello, welcome on in.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
No worries.
Look, went a lot longer than I expected.
That's fine. We had a little bit of tech issues.
Okay. Jesus.
That being said, you didn't miss much. We just had the campfire thing. You missed the campfire ambience where, Celeste over there was falling asleep too. But besides that, we have just met. You guys just ran into a group of individuals that seem to be guards on the road, and they're offering you guys a meal. Orion is saying that they don't have time for it. And then the cook seems to have walked over to Jacqueline and offered a meal to them.
Am I trying to do an insight?
Okay.
You want to do an insight check?
Okay.
I'm not.
I would do one, but I'm really good at insight, but I'm on my way home right now.
Well, do you want somebody else
So-
to do the roll for you?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm probably gonna mute because of like car and traffic and all that.
No worries.
But yeah, I would like to do an insight check. I'll probably randomly pop in, but for right now, I'm just gonna mute.
Yeah, no worries.
And yeah,
You actually get home.
I will be taking like 3 shots when I get home because I am dying. It's been a
Of Kool-Aid,
long
right?
fucking week.
You're gonna take 3 shots of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Totally.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a red drink, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so who do you want to roll your dice for you?
Fuck. Celeste.
Okay.
Good luck. I will blame you for a shitty world.
And let me turn on my dice cam so I can roll the individuals.
And I'm rolling for her a perception.
Add
I mean,
+6 for insight.
insight.
And I am
That'll be a 21.
21. I'm not gonna whisper it. You can glean that they seem to be genuinely the guards, on patrol, and the cook seems generally wanting to share their meal with you guys. They seem to care and generally want to offer. Like they seem genuine in what they're proposing. There's no deception. There's no ill will. Nothing like that.
Okay. I was mind linked with have we established if I can mind link with multiple people yet?
Right now, only you and Vesper have had enough like connection and conversation would say that you can easily connect without needing much effort.
Okay. I can't tell if that's a tornado forming or a rainbow. I think that's a rainbow. Love Oklahoma.
It shouldn't be a tornado. The storms that whipped through at most were just high winds and hail.
I'm driving in one right now. It's going past me, but I'm on the like tail end of it, I think. No, oh my god, that's a rainbow! Oh fuck. Stupid fucking tribals. I'm sorry.
You rolled 21. You can
Okay,
tell that they're
I was-
genuine with offering the meal. And you share this with Vesper, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was gonna say my length would best. Oh my god, that's not on the site! Sorry! ADHD! I'm so distracted by a fucking rainbow!
And focus on driving.
Yeah, please focus on driving.
It's fine, we're gods. I'm a god.
Okay, Vesper is going to very tiredly climb her ass out of the wagon and desperately reach out for what he's offering and eat.
The cook is quick to hand over the bowl of what looks to be like a stew.
I think it's a. Hold on. I think Jack will just come over to Orion here.
Okay, so Vesper, you're gonna eat the stew that's been handed to you?
Yeah, and she's just gonna nod and thanks as she eats.
Okay. You get 7 temporary hit points as the meal feels warm in your tummy, and it seems to give you a little extra boost to your momentum for the day.
Cool.
Nice.
She's
And-
probably gonna need it.
If it's not obvious, Nina would take a bowl as well.
The cook is quick to bring another bowl to Nina.
If
You
nobody
also
looks
get
like
7
they're
temporary
dying,
hit
then,
points.
Yeah, I will also have some soup as long as no one seems to be instantly crapping or like. getting attacked.
I mean, they seems to be a good meal for now. Like it doesn't seem like it's like full. It might have a little spice to it, like a little bit of a kick, but nothing too severe. And it seems to be very tasty. The slightly shorter drow is the cook seems to waddle over to you guys and kind of hands a bowl of you eats as you guys all kind of share a meal with these guards as they seem to be just casually having conversations and having joyous things. Orion, you only get 2 temporary hit points for yours.
Fair enough.
Jacqueline, do you eat as well? But like kind of maybe like you secretly eat.
Yeah, I think. Hold on. Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah, I'd probably dip behind like this rock over here or something like that, and just quietly eat by myself.
Are you gonna be kind of stealthy about it, or are you gonna like try to like hide your actions a bit, or are you just gonna blatantly just walk behind a rock?
I'll probably just say to. I'll probably just say I much prefer to eat by myself and to them. Just not be like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but really eat by myself. Then go behind the rock, like, so where no one can see me.
They don't seem to really pry too much. They seem to be content on just sharing the meal with you guys. And the captain kind of looks at Ryan. You're the one in charge, I presume. You seem to have taken control of the situation when we strike the conversation.
No, I'm just the tip of the spear.
Tip of the spear. Ah. The one who
Yep.
puts their life in front of others to protect them. A noble one.
I don't know about that. It's the least important.
I did ask a question and you still haven't answered it. What brings you on these roads? Not many travelers tend to cross these areas without reason.
I look at the group before I answer that to see if anyone has any reservations about me talking.
I'm gonna signal like go ahead because I'm too tired to talk.
we're heading towards, and I don't remember the name of the town because the map isn't up anymore. But heading towards the caravan to take
Bazahan.
us on to. Yeah, it was a B something. Take on a caravan to take us toward Bazahan.
Oh, that city. Full of demons, that city is. Gonna be traveling through the
That's
bar fields. It must be a tough lot.
we'll find out.
Well, definitely keep that spear at the ready. Supposed to be going in that area. Many horrors await you there. Do you guys not say to continue?
Not really. I mean, while
Okay.
our mission really isn't a secret one, this is above table.
Well, I
Our mission
mean-
really isn't a secret one. Like, I don't want to blab to every.
No,
single
you don't have to say those
random
kind of
guard, "Hey, we're on
details,
an
but I don't know if
important
you, like, if there's anything else you want to discuss with this group of guard or patrol, or if
Have
you guys
heard
just want
anything about the city of the Badlands that could help us?
the city of the bat. Are you asking about Balzahan?
Yeah, either that city or the Badlands on the way over there. Anything that can help us reach it?
Well, you would have better luck asking the folks over in the Emerald Caravan. They're the ones that travel these lands the most, and they have the most knowledge when it comes to traversing even the bar fields. We just simply have our perimeter here. We try our best to keep watch, but we don't dare go near the bar fields. That place is full of potential risks that the men of Balzahan tend to patrol. All we can say is the bar fields are known to have many dangerous creatures, ones that are very fierce and seem to be the nighttime when they seem to stalk. The only word of advice that we can give you is don't travel at night unless you are ready for a fight.
Well, I'm sure the fight's gonna find us either way. But thank you for the advice. That could be very helpful.
Anytime for and then there's a slight pause, and they kind of look at all of you. They kind of scan, and centaurs are not common in Sorhas, nor the Penella's elfin features are also pretty foreign. And not only that, but humans are also not as common. And Jacqueline, would you say that you give off more of a human like presence, or would you say that you tend to mask your presence with, like, 'cause you're behind armor, but my question is like, would you say that Jacqueline comes across like a human, or do they wear themselves in a way that kind of hides who they are?
And like, if you ever saw her with her helmet off and her head on, you would definitely tell she's human and all that. But with her helmet on and all that, she tries like to hide her Like, it's like one of those things, like you can't tell what's underneath the armor.
Okay, so they take a slight pause and kind of like really taking in you guys' group, and your folk are not from here, are you? And seems to like really like that they're not necessarily, and the tone is not threatening, just more of a a slight confusion and concern, because these are trying times, and it's common knowledge that there's always strife between borders, and so the fact that there is a large group of people that all look like they don't belong after like really taking a gander at you all, he seems, and you guys were feeling that you're on the Bazahan of all places. They seem to not necessarily be suspicious, but they seem to be a little bit all of a sudden like taking a keen eye on all of you, and you guys all kind of sense that, but not necessarily in a hostile way. Just they seem to like really be focused now after sharing the meal and talking with you a bit.
God damn it, I was going to say something and I can't remember what I was going to say, but it was like, okay. What exactly, like, are we in relation to, the Blight Shore Mountains, for reference?
You are okay, so I'll swap the map for everybody.
Well,
I know you're not.
I'm not,
I know
I
you're
can't,
not there, but this is
yeah.
so for the others. So Blightshore is over
Okay.
here. All right, this is the Blight. So
Oh, shit. Sorry,
so
lightning just,
yeah, no worries. So for those who can see, this is the Blightshore. It's literally separated by mountains that block it, right? You guys went from Jigcow, and you guys are kind of like roughly like right around here. So like you are miles upon miles. We're talking about like a month plus in traversing to get to the Blight source.
okay. Can someone maybe post a screenshot in like the one of the voice the chats that I can take a glance at real quick so I can kind of get an idea of where at? Because I'm wondering if Nina would be familiar with that area or not, but given how far away we are, probably not.
I would say
Oh,
that
shit.
Nina, I would say you probably traveled by boat out of the Blight Store and ended up in the Menagerie Corpse, I would say.
Okay.
Is most likely what would
Okay.
have happened. Again, like you were kind of guided by your deity on a path that kind of seemed to have led
Yeah.
you to the Menagerie Coast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of what I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So general thing, I'm about 30 minutes away from home, ish. I'm actually going the speed limit since it's 40,
As long as you're
but
being safe, that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
think she hit a dead spot.
Yeah. That okay, but yeah, so they you see that the captain seemed to and they have their helmet off at the moment and they seem and they're you know they're all drow and something you know is that they're all drow specific or dark elves if in case you don't know that. And he just seems to just scan all of you and kind of take you all in that moment after making the statement you guys are not around from here.
What was your first clue? The 4 legs?
I don't mean to be rude. It's just these are trying times, and like we say, we don't get many travelers, and with the war going on, can't help but be a little bit cautious. I hope you don't mind the prying.
Of course.
Vesper,
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Vesper's gonna finally perk up just long enough, and as she starts to walk back over to the cart, well, we're not just any travelers. We're adventurers on a mission, and I don't mean to be rude, but you're holding us up. We need to go.
Well, by all means. It's not our place to hold you guys adventurers up. Hopefully, whatever your mission is, it's a noble one that the Luxion will shine brightly upon. And you know they kind of all wave as you all get back to the cart, and you know Penella gets onto the warhorse, and you guys continue on your way. and the rest of your day seems to go smoothly. You guys all feel a little bit warmer in the tummy after having a nice hot meal. You bought rations, but rations are not necessarily always the most fulfilling of meals, and so this was a nice little break. And not only that, but because you were given the meal, you gain an extra day of rations for your travels,
nice.
as you
Nice.
guys were able to eat the meal instead. Something that
I cannot look at my Kelto right now, my Kelto sheet and my spells. But if possible, during this travel, Nina would probably be taking either purify food and drink. I think is the spell. I'm pretty sure I get that one. Or okay. I may be making this one up, but isn't create food and water a spell as well? Or
it's a third level spell.
I can't remember.
It's a third level spell.
Create like food and water.
Yeah, well, no, create water is a second level spell, I believe. Oh no, create water and destroy water is a first level spell, but to create food is a third level spell. You have purify food, so you want to do purify food?
Yeah, if that's the only one I can take right now, then I would be taking that one. Holy shit, it's just getting worse.
Okay. So yeah, you make sure. So you do basically a 10-minute ritual every time you guys are gonna eat your rations, and we'll just say that you purify the food to make sure there's no poison or disease in them. We'll say even if you wanted to before you ate your meal, you at least did it, and there was nothing in these meals. In fact, you all got temporary hit points because of it. You got 4 for your meal.
How many did I get?
Sadly, you only got 1. I rolled, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, one point.
Fortunately, yours was it was a D10, and I just rolled low for you, unfortunately. That being said, the day goes by pretty smoothly before you guys settle back in for another campfire. Relaxation. You all do another round of Watsy Wats.
The campfire.
Is Vesper good enough to take a watch this time, or does she still need a rest?
I'm gonna leave that up to the DM. I would assume so.
I would say
she
that
does have a point of exhaustion, but
I would say that you spent your day in the cart and there was no excruciating activity that happened today. So I would say that due to that, your exhaustion would have wavered, as you basically got rest throughout the day, as nothing major happened. There was no combat, so I would say your exhaustion would be gone at this point for that reason.
Okay.
So we can double up on watches then. So we'll set watches and do all the normal camp stuff. We'll move on.
But yeah, so just do so we'll just say that we'll do basically Orion and Jacqueline, and then Nina and Vesper, and then Penella rounds it off. As Penella only needs 4 hours of sleep anyways, because they're an elf.
Okay.
So
do we both do perception checks, or?
Well, I was
just
gonna
one?
say that you get to decide if you individually do a perception checks or if you want to give one person advantage. But Orion just rolled, so.
Okay. So I guess we both do one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus we're kind of both over a long period of time. That's weird to think that one
Yeah.
is lifting the other
Yeah.
for 6 hours or whatnot.
You guys are like kind of splitting up and doing your own kind of perimeter, so that's why it's individual. So a 14 and a 13. Okay. I will say, during your watch, you do hear some shuffling of what feels like heavier armor and weapons kind of shifting around. And you get concerned for a second, but you scan a little bit and you realize that that's just the patrol you met earlier, seeming to be passing by, seeming to go along their route. Uh, Seemingly they are, they advise travelers to, don't go through the night, but they seem to be taking advantage of the night to do their patrols. Um, and they seem to be passing by during your time of watch. But besides that, occasional howls in the distance, some shifting of the vegetation nearby, but nothing seemed to be of hostile nature.
All right, time to change the watch.
So I need both Nina and Vesper to now do their roles. I'll say because Sai's still not home, Vesper, you have advantage on this roll.
Okay. And what is it?
Perception, as you're just scanning the area. And I'll say that because you guys can have telekinetic conversations, that's why you also get advantage, because you can kind of talk to each other even silently from distance.
Well, that's a natural 20 for 24.
Okay. So, that's great. Lovely. Love to hear that nat 20. The problem with that nat 20 is there's nothing much to really see. But you somehow transcend, and for a brief moment, you see a bunch of people surrounding a table with a bunch of paper and what looks to be math rocks around them before you're brought back into reality. And your watch seems to go without issue. You got a nat 20, but there was nothing happening, so you transcended and broke the fourth wall for a second.
She saw God.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Again, there's noises, but you've gotten accustomed, and these noises don't seem to be hostile for now. However, near the end of your watch, with that nat 20, you do hear in the far distance what seems to be a low guttural growl. But it seems to be at a distance. And with a nat 20, you can surmise that it's not anywhere near a threatening distance at this time.
Okay.
Is it like in front of us or behind us? Like based on how we're traveling?
It seems to be in the southeastern sound. So kind of where you're traveling, but also a bit of ways. It doesn't seem to be directly down the road, the pathway that you. Actually, I need an intelligence check for Vesper.
An intelligence check?
Yes, this is to see your general ability to kind of remember the path you're going, and from taking the knowledge of what you're hearing and trying to guess if, like, you might have to be concerned.
That's a natural 1.
You've been in the cart for a good while, and you quite frankly don't even know the direction you're going besides south, and you hear the noise and you don't know if you're gonna end up clashing in the future. You have no clue. You're in the cart.
Love how I go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, no, exactly. You broke the fourth wall, but you can't. Yeah, 20 to 1. Yeah. But yeah, your watch goes without worry. I would like to have one person roll for Penilla for this time around. They have a +6, so it's just like Nina. And I believe do they actually get advantages on perception?
I'm giving somebody else the opportunity unless they want me to do it.
No, it's investigation and insight. They have advantage on. Okay. Anybody can roll.
For
Penella's watch.
Penilla?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. And just roll the d20 and then just add +6.
Okay. Well, 1d20.
You can like you can literally just roll
That's
your
a 1.
You guys wake up and Penella is curled in a ball next to the warehouse, all snuggled up, and it seems they might have fallen asleep during their watch.
Y'all, we can't have like this many natural ones. Like no, we can't have that happening right now.
All right. I would like Jacqueline to do the survival roll for today on your
Okay.
fifth. Okay, 1, 2. So on your 4th day, this is your 4th day on the road.
So survival check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it's not disadvantage. 10.
But you have
Straight
disadvantage.
10.
Oh no, you
Oh
disadvantage.
no, no, it said it shouldn't be at disadvantage and stuff.
Okay.
So it's just straight 10.
Okay. The clouds seem to shift and bring a little bit of light along your path, and there's a nice gentle breeze, and oddly, you all hear a caw in the distance, but not one that brings you weariness, but a sense of calm almost as you guys travel. And today seems to have gone well. There seems to be no trouble today. The weather seems to be nice. The paths seem to be clear. In fact, it seemed like Gary the mule was able to pick up the stride a little bit and get a little bit more momentum.
What did you say? The weather's nice. The weather's fucking nice. It's fucking nice. I'm scared. No.
Currently the weather it's still cloudy. Like the weather, there's the sense of like no matter like the weather in Soros is very much like very static and very gloomy-esque weather, but there's moments of maybe sun that shines through the clouds a bit, but it's not like a completely beautiful day ever in Soros. But the day goes well on your travels, and you rest up for another night. Same.
Much those temporary hit points did.
Your temporary hit points stay.
Mhm.
They don't go away.
They do?
Yeah.
They should fade on a long rest.
Yeah, they go away on a long rest.
Oh, they do?
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there goes my 1.
Look, you guys rolled high enough where nothing happened today, Better to not need those temporary hit points than to be in a dire straits. But your 4th day goes without issue, and it's the next night. Same patrols? Or do you mix it up?
I'll do one with
Thank you, Ant, for the subscription.
I'll do one with
Fucking 2 years, holy crap.
Jacqueline.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And you guys can have conversations too during your watch. Like you don't have to just roll and then it be done. Like if you guys want to have moments of conversation, you tell me to shut up and have conversations. By the way, don't feel pressure.
I think at some point, Vespa and I would be talking about like the mighty people that are going around about about
The
whole
Mighty
parents
Seven?
group and then probably try to come up with like, so I probably, oh my god, so maybe talking about names a little bit for our group.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That
what were we gonna say, Celeste?
that being said, Vesper is going to start the conversation with Jacqueline. Just initiate the conversation.
Just
So
before you
what do
do
you
that, though, I do need your perception checks just to see what you guys are, how focused you are at.
separate, or do you want to do one of us? Because I have a +4 on perception.
It's up to you. If you guys are
do advantage on
together,
you.
that means you guys are walking and talking together then, or like sit in one spot, essentially.
That's gonna be 14.
You guys can have your conversation.
Okay. So Nina brought up a really good suggestion. We need to, much like my family previously had, the name of Vox Machina, and there's that mighty whatever group that people have been talking about. We need to come up with a name that represents us as a group, as a mercenary squad.
Hmm. It's hard to say. Or I'm assuming like everyone else is basically asleep, and we're probably like sitting like on the log or something like that. Here, right? So
I would think that we're up walking around doing a patrol.
Okay, then I'll just gesture like to the other tents and stuff. Be like,
Kind of like up here,
Or-
pretty much.
okay. I'm gonna say we're very much a ragtag group of people. I mean, we got you, the daughter of two champions. We got a centaur. We got an elf. I don't know what Nina is, but we got
human.
presumably a human, and we got me, a human. So very much a ragtag group. Do you have any ideas what you might think?
I haven't been able to come up with anything yet, but I do have some inspiration, and she's going to pull the pendant out from under her shirt and look at it. I mean, we are... What's the name of it again? I forgot.
The Jewel of Three
We are
Prayers.
carrying the Jewel of Three Prayers, so what about the Jewel Bearers?
Got a good ring to it. We could bring it up with everybody else
Yeah.
in the morning. But that's one option, a jewel bearers or about, give me a second. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm home now, so I'm gonna hop out real quick and switch to my computer. I'll be right back.
What's your turn in the measure there?
What about the 5 prayers? Or prayer answers or something like that. I don't know. Something with the 5 of us.
Answer prayers.
Yeah, answered prayers. Something like that.
That's also a good one. We could pitch that one to the group in the morning. Well, I don't know about you, but I am so ready for sleep. I'll go wake up Orion so he can take the next watch.
Okay, I'll go. I don't know. Orion and Nina, I guess. Then we next one.
Ends up leaving. Poor Panella.
Oh, we could do Orion and Panella. I don't know.
I'm assuming that Penella just like speaks with the warhorse during this time. Like they have speak with animals, so they just are just casually having
Possibly talking to the
conversation.
warhorse again.
I'll go over and gently rouse Orion. Have a good watch. I want to go to sleep.
Perception test.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10.
Yep, so my passive's a 12, so it's a 12.
I'm just gonna. Oh, you got me. Where am I going?
Oh, because I went to move you and then
Just go off in the woods.
because I went
He's
to
not
move you.
everybody.
Scene from the D&D movie where he starts walking away. He just keeps going. Oh, he's coming on a pretty big rock. Steps over the rock. Keeps going. Shit, that was funny.
Yep, great movie.
Passive is 12. Well, yeah. So by the way, how I work in passives is, you're if anything was below your passive, like if they were not being stealthy, you would just see them. Uh, and the point of the roll is kind of if you needed to kind of catch the like a more specific, like you're looking specifically for something, like you're really like actively like being attentive. That's the whole point of those rolls. So passively, nothing seems to sneak up on you. With a 10 though, you struggle a little bit to notice anything in the distance. It seems like your eyes are just playing a little foggy today. Like for some reason, like maybe the way you slept and how you woke up, you don't seem to be able to focus as intently as before, and your ears don't seem to have fully woken up. And you don't notice anything odd today, but you do feel a sense that maybe you're a little off tonight on your watts. You feel like you could have done better. Does anybody want to roll for Nina?
I suppose I can roll for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will I give
+6.
her?
No, because
Do you
Orion
want me
already
to give
rolled.
her? Oh, okay.
So it's it.
Because I thought, okay, never mind. That is a 15.
They seem to do a little bit of a better job. They seem to be a little bit more attentive. Anything that Orion seems to miss, like don't notice, it seems Nina picks it up and kind of scans a little bit, keeps their ear a little open a little bit to make sure nothing comes by. And the growl that was heard by Vesper seems to be made again. This time, it's hard to distinguish the distance. Whether Vesper has revealed about this growl, I don't know. But Nina picks up this growl. And
She probably wouldn't have thought nothing of it, honestly.
by
Not said anything.
proxy, Orion, I would assume Nina would also mention this to you, that they hear a growl in the distance. Maybe you nodded off a little bit, or maybe at that point you hear it. I'll let you decide whether or not with the 10 if you could pick up the growl as well.
She speaks into my head. I'm like, Keep an eye out what direction she's pointing.
They can't seem to discern the location, just that there's a growl in the distance.
There's probably a lot of things in the distance. As long as we get closer, it's not our problem.
The hours go by. And you think you guys did a good job at Watts before it's Penella's turn.
Only one of us was killed mostly.
Alright.
So who wants to roll for Penella?
Someone else can, because I rolled for Nina.
I'll try again. Just normal D20.
Just a D20 and then +6.
Okay. 17.
Okay. They seem to be able to pick up that growl, as it seems to. Before it was kind of a one-time growl. This time the growl seems to be mixed with other noises. Maybe another noise, like maybe another creature underneath this growl that turns into like a whimper. But besides that, everything else for the night seems to go smoothly. And the next day comes out. And you guys go back onto your wagon as you traverse. After everybody waking up. Maybe having a bit of a meal before heading out. I'll let you decide.
Obviously would be eating.
As you are on day 5. Getting closer and closer to the halfway mark on this trip.
Almost done with a week's journey so far. A week so far.
Who's gonna do the survival roll tonight?
I mean, I volunteer to keep rolling. I'm the only person that's actually trained in wilderness survival.
I'm just gonna just offer it anybody to have a chance to do a dice roll.
I mean,
Orion's the trained one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ryan's trying.
Like,
If someone
we're doing arcane mysteries, then the fact I have no arcana, I'm not going to insist I roll because I haven't rolled on the arcane mysteries.
Again, I'm just not forcing it to be one person. That's all I'm saying. If you want to be the one to man it, go ahead.
As a quick, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, as a quick question, could someone give Orion advantage on a survival check if they help him?
This is more. This is more or less. This is more or less like a kind of. They're manning the thing, and nobody else is kind of proficient in it, and everyone's kind of doing their own thing, keeping watch. You know, making sure everything is. One's protecting the cart. You know, this is, and Orion's just kind of leading the charge. I would say it's not necessarily like a group situation in this case. Like it's just
okay. I got you.
Okay, I do apologize. What did I miss?
Nothing much.
Okay.
I was dragged off in the night.
What?
They're kidding.
I moved their token as they moved their token, so I did a weird roll thing.
Okay.
But yeah, today goes by again. However, I would like a group perception check from everybody.
Okay, I'm still trying to build up all my shit.
I'll roll for you.
Oh wait, I can roll dice. I just
Okay.
You have +6 on your perception.
Okay.
yeah.
5.
19.
13, 19, 17. On Penella.
Okay.
Penella is just Penella. Alright. Orion and Nina are the first to hear the sounds of what feels to be... At first you think it's just some sounds of nature, but then you hear what sounds to be more like Klassen. And you realize there might be actually combat happening. As you hear people shouting and ordering around. And as you get closer,
We'll pick up the pace then, I guess.
you
Yeah,
come
pick up the
to-
pace.
Yeah,
you pick up the pace?
just
Okay.
slightly, yeah.
Just slightly.
And we ready weapons and all that good stuff.
Oh, 100%?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all ready your things and you pick up the pace?
Mhm.
Okay, let me get the cart in first. Followed by Gary.
Okay. Okay, Foundry is taking forever to load for me right now.
Oh, you might have to send her the link that we're using. I think we're doing a different IP address now on it.
Yeah, I got the new one from the chat.
Hold on, the cart's being finicky. But you guys are quick to come across a scene, and what you do see is a bunch of insect-looking armored individuals surrounding what looks to be a grotesque fiend-looking creature of orange tannish color with spikes growing off its back, jaw massive, with teeth, serrated looking teeth along the mouth, the claws on the hands, large, encompassing. I'll say roll a religion check if you're proficient, or a survival check.
Okay.
Nature can, but nature's it might be a higher DC.
No, I'm actually not proficient in religion. I am a fool of a cleric.
So religion if we're proficient in religion, but just survival if not.
Basically, you could do nature, survival, or religion for this.
Okay. What's my nature? Nature. It's the same as my religion, so I'll do nature then. Okay.
Okay, so Orion, Jacqueline, and what did you roll, Nina?
Oh, sorry. That's a 18.
An 18?
Yeah.
Okay. So you also can recognize this creature is a fiend. A demon from another realm. Orion, with your 21, you know it's a Hezro, or Hezro, however you want to pronounce it.
What do I know about those in character besides what it physically is?
You know that they are quite strong. They seem to be very thick-hided, and you get an idea that they might be a little bit harder to take down. With that, that's, you could surmise that much, that they are thick-hided, strong, and you also know.
How dangerous do I think they are? Do I think in character this is something we can handle or something we should run from?
You know that there's 6 patrols also surrounding this thing. You think you have the you would think you'd have the numbers for this.
And I'm assuming that these insect guards, do they appear to be the ones we saw earlier?
From a quick gander, they're all helmeted this time around. So, but you heard some shouting, and I would say that you might have think that you've heard that voice before. But do you guys engage or not engage?
Yeah, engage.
Yes, engage.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are they doing so far? Like any of their guys down or anything?
It looks like right now, it seems like that whatever has happened has only recently started, and it seems like there hasn't been much of a, like, there hasn't been, it doesn't seem like either side has been taking any major hits at this time. He smiles that they might have just surrounded the beast and haven't fully engaged yet.
They do appear to be fighting it though. They're not standing around and talking to it though.
No. They have weapons drawn. You know, various like weapons are drawn on it, and they seem
Okay,
to.
good. It just occurred to me like, wait, they're not summoning it, are they? All right.
No. They have like their long swords or a short sword out. You know, 2 of them seem to have crossbows out. But yeah, roll initiative.
Alright. Alrighty.
Oh my god.
Damn, what is with my initiative rolls lately?
Okay.
All right.
I think this is the first time I'm not like last or next to last.
This is the first time I think I'm going first.
Wait,
What's
roll
first?
It rolled twice. I got an 8. I don't know why it rolled.
Oh my god, I found. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it might. The baddie's going first though.
Never mind. I got an 8, not an 18.
I'm fine.
Knowing this is a demon, instead of my longsword, I'm gonna use the silver spear.
Oh, okay,
It is
okay.
silver
So,
and I can
yeah,
make a back.
I will say that the spear has a minor enchantment on it. It doesn't necessarily might not be considered magical. You don't know. Okay. I need so Vesper, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9.
You should delete the first one of me off of the initiative tracker. I'm in there twice.
Which one did you roll first technically?
The 8 was the first one. For whatever reason, it rolled twice. The 8 was the first one.
Okay.
Ooh.
What did you get, Jacqueline? 20?
20.
Okay.
Use
So
the
you're
rest
going
of the
second.
back.
Nina, what did you roll?
17.
17. Okay. And question, do you want Penella in this fight, or do you want them to be kind of like unconscious in the fucking cart?
I don't know if I could play a second character today, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah.
I think we should be fine. We already got 10 people.
Okay, I'll say that for this time, it seems like Penella got an upset stomach and seems to be out for the count for today.
Okay.
That being said, it's the Fiend's first turn. And they are going to make 3 attacks.
Are we working theater of the mind or?
Yeah.
The silent change of the scenes.
Okay.
I actually have a quick question. Who would be driving the cart? It would either be Jacqueline, Vesper, or Nina.
I think Nina would be probably like, if not one of the main drivers, like.
I have a +4 to animal handling.
So I would say
Oh,
that. So
yeah,
you
you're
both
probably
would be
good.
on the
Oh,
cart.
I do
Jacqueline,
too.
would you be in the back of the cart with Penella,
Yeah, I'd say probably I'd be in the back of the
or
cart
would you be
with
riding the
Penella.
warhorse as like there? Because like there is the warhorse that exists.
Well, I don't know who has the warhorse, like who tamed the warhorse.
It's Penella and Orion technically, but we could just say that it's like kind of just following along. Like it might not be being written, but I'm just...
Yeah, I'd say Jacqueline's probably right in the back of the cart.
Okay. Just because, you know, just to give an idea that you have to get out of the cart and, you know,
Yeah.
let go of the reins or whatnot. Alright. And I'll say Orion would be out in front. So yeah, you'd be probably like... So the Fiend goes first. It's gonna do... It's immediately just going to attack what's in front. So it's going to go for claw. It's gonna make 2 claw attacks against one of the guys, or it's gonna... Let's see how it goes. Let me turn the dice cam on. The initiative tracker on for you guys. Alright. And that is going to be definitely a hit. And then is it going to... That's a hit. So the claws have to go sin sin on what appears to be the captain that's given orders. And so that is going to be... That's going to be a total of... As you see these giant claws dig into the armor of the one, what looks to be the captain, as the claws just ran right through the armor, cleaving through, dealing a decent amount of damage to it. And there's blood that spews out, but the captain seems to headstrong and kind of keeps there standing before the creature goes in for a bite, as its giant maw decides to go and bite down on this individual. Also connecting.
Oh, but
This time it comes in and it bites, and it seems to pull off the pauldron, and a chunk of meat comes out as the captain seems to be already pretty bloodied from this. Before the monster and it's gonna be Jacqueline's turn.
Okay. This question. What Orion has said what this thing is to us?
I would say
Yes,
as
sir.
approaching, he might have sounded out that it's a fiend, but I wouldn't say he would
Okay.
have enough time to be able to tell you all about it. Besides, maybe it's a tough son of a bitch.
So, I don't know, because I know Infernal. I don't know if it's speaking a language. I don't know if it's speaking Infernal though.
It doesn't seem to be. It seemed to reward, and maybe it spoke some words, but you wouldn't pick it up. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Oh, I do speak I speak Abyssal too.
You speak of
Damn it, I
Okay. So you would have picked up lowly beings. Kind of open a little growl after the growl.
Mhm. Okay, so hold on. How far can I move? I can move 30 feet, so I can move up to here. So go up to here.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw then.
Okay, Constitution
As you
save.
get closer, an overwhelming power of smell
Where's my
hits you,
goods?
as if there's this outerworldly order that comes out.
18.
18. You seem to wave off this. You become steadfast, and even though it doesn't smell good, you're able to just shake it off. It's not the worst smelling thing ever.
You said it said, I think that's all I can do because I can't reach it in this. Actually,
Unless you use your action to dash, no.
No, because, yeah, I only have 5 feet of movement, range.
Unless you throw your weapon.
I do have hand axes.
Yep, you can. If you want.
Okay.
However, actually, do you do that?
I think hold on, let me just see. Let me check my hand axes.
Technically, there's no like throw-in weapon. Like there's like I feel like you can throw anything. But there is gonna be stipulations if it doesn't have a throw-in property.
Yeah, no, my hand axes has simple, light, thrown.
Okay.
So
you want to throw your axe?
Yeah, I'm just checking 20 feet to I think 60 feet.
Okay.
But
so you're gonna attempt to throw the axe?
Yep.
Okay.
I got 2 of them.
How many axe attacks do you have though?
I have 2. I only have 1 attack.
Actually, no, they are light. So if you have do you have 2 weapon fighting?
I don't. No. So I'm just saying I have 2 axes. So once I throw one, I don't get that back until probably kill the creature if it hits.
Well, yeah, you'd have to retrieve it. So is that so you want to throw your axe?
Yeah. So I'll throw one of the axes
with disadvantage.
Well, because
as
range.
You pick up this weapon, it seems like the axe that you've been carrying into battle seems to pulsate, and you almost feel a vibrational growl emit from it as the hand that's holding the axe seems to shake a bit as you go to throw it.
Okay, so you said disadvantage, so roll. Come on, high numbers at least. 12.
You throw it, and that shakiness makes you just unable to seem to throw it where you want it, and it seems to glance off of the hide and just kind of bounce off onto the ground behind it. And it kind of he quickly looks over at you, salivating. This black ichor.
You said it said like, oh, lowly mortals or something like that.
Lowly beings, it said.
Lower beings. I'll speak back to it in abyssal.
Okay.
Lowly beings will still kill you.
Do you do it in like an intimidating way, or?
Yeah, like lowly beings will still kill you.
Okay, intimidation roll.
Okay. Intimidation, just straight roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, high number please. Okay, 13.
It looks at you. And it kind of looks away from you, not concerned about you, like it just doesn't seem like you give it any intimidation.
That's its first mistake.
All right, Nina, you're up.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was not paying attention to.
Sorry, I dropped the ball about. I do have the combat tracker.
No, you're fine.
It's going to be followed by the individuals.
Oh shit! I also just did my my first shot, and I'm
Of that Kool-Aid?
struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay, wait, hold on. I need to figure out where I'm going. Okay. Fuck, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move there, first of all. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Bonus action.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's it called?
Spiritual
weapon. Yes. Dude, I'm sorry, my brain's not here today. It's been a fucking day. Okay.
I assume you put it like right there,
Yeah.
or maybe probably so that your friends can actually move in, probably like right above it, like kind of like on the head.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I go to hit. That's a 2, so no. 2 plus
It
whatever,
seems
but-
like as you jump out of the car, summon in spiritual weapon, you command it, but as you command it to swing, you seem to like lose your foot in, and you almost fall, but you're able to ground yourself. But by doing so, your spiritual weapon kind of just swings right past its head.
Damn. Okay. Action. Sacred Flame.
Okay. What is it? Is it Dex, right?
Yep. Dex.
What?
14.
14? It beats it.
Damn it. Okay. I guess Nina like it trying to recover from her like little stumble, trying to act epic and heroic, cause slides right behind Jacqueline as she just kind of like trying to pass it off as like she meant to do it on purpose, but it's really really obvious that she tripped and
I'm not gonna make you roll
managed
for
to
that.
save it.
I'm not. Everybody sees that you stumbled.
Yeah.
All right.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
Is there
Thank you.
anything else you like to do? You kind of moved. You did pretty much everything. So.
Yeah, that's all.
Alright, so it's gonna be the patrol's turn. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I'm basically gonna go a round table, and it's gonna be sword, 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 and then crossbow, crossbow. So the first 2 swords are up north. Neither of them hits, as they just seem to glance off this hide. The captain, who's badly injured, who has lost his pauldron, is gonna go for it. I'm gonna say that it did take a chunk, so it's going to be disadvantaged, unfortunately. With a nat 1, they seem to be, they took too much damage there, and they don't seem to have that ability to go for the swing properly. The other guy is going to go for a swing. That one does connect, and the creature seems to have been able to take a little bit of damage in there, as the sword pierces this hide a little bit, and a bit of black ichor drips off of it. And then the 2 crossbows are going to go in. And they each also seem to hit, dealing some damage into the beast as they into the hide. And you see the captain kind of being like, "Good job, men! Keep it up!" And they all go through their turns. Vesper, you're up, followed by Orion.
Okay, she's gonna pull out the pepper box and take a shot. We're gonna take a shot at this one here. Or no, not that dude.
You're gonna shoot the patrol guys. I mean, sir.
My brain.
No,
My
go
brain
ahead.
was-
Shoot the patrol.
No, I'm.
I guess they were right to be suspicious of us.
Yeah.
6 of them are ganging up on a poor innocent demon.
I will say that
I'm
due
sorry,
to
I was distracted. Even though I knew what I was going to do, I was distracted and I forgot what was happening.
I
I'm
will-
attacking.
I know
Me.
now who I'm
I
attacking
will
on
say
my
that
turn.
due your positioning, and because they're kind of surrounded by a bunch of people, including your allies, they are a larger creature, but their full body's not exposed to you. So I will say that they do technically have a little bit of cover in this situation.
Even with me standing on the front of the
Oh,
car.
you're standing on the cart. Oh, sorry, my bad. You're not like getting off the cart. Okay, no, you'd be
No.
fine. You'd have some clearance. I'll say there's still a chance to hit if you're really bad, but you probably are gonna be fine.
If it makes you feel better, use those explosive rounds. You can kind of kill the guards anyway. Oh no, I missed and hit the demon.
Well, I rolled a 12.
Nope. It just. In fact, decide to eat the bullet. Spit it out.
Nice.
The guard did?
And no, the monster. Before you hear Oscar Hukadaka, which Jacqueline picks up as pathetic little bean.
I'm going to shout over to Vesper. I called you pathetic.
Anything else you want to do, milady?
I don't think I, because I'm not gonna move. She's gonna stay on the cart. I'm gonna look at my bonus actions. Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Then it's Ryan's turn, and then followed by the creature.
Which one is the injured captain?
All the way over here. And he's I wouldn't say completely bloodied, but he's taken a good amount of hits.
Alright, so that's actually not a straight line. I'm running behind the guards and coming in through that gap.
Okay. I'll say it's a little awkward because they kind of surrounding it, but you're able to squeeze through.
So
I will
rage,
say
reckless.
that you have now. They are technically allies, but you guys haven't formally become there's no kinship. So I would say that the effect of your shield, your AC for your shield, is not fully effective.
That's fine. I just want to kind of protect them.
I just want to let you know, the definition of ally is loose, but I say you guys are fighting the same creature, but I would say your eyes are allies. So just to clarify. But it's your turn.
Rage, reckless, charge through the gap with the spear.
Mhm.
Hey, fat boy.
Roll for attack. It seems to have been able to connect.
Alright, and that's my turn, because I can't follow up her.
I will say, it feels like your attack might have not done as much damage as you would think, as it pierces the hide, but not as deep as you wanted. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, can't do anything else. That was action, bonus action, move.
Okay. It's going to be the creature's turn. And you know what? You made an impression. You came in charging in, and you poked its belly. It's gonna look at you, and it's gonna take its first 2 attacks on you with its claws, as it's gonna try to carve. Oh yeah, I know. So this is the first attack. I rolled 2 nat 4s. The total is gonna be not high enough. So first attack, it seems to go wide. Actually, I'll say like you're able to kind of use your spear to kind of knock it off course. The other one though is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. As the claw kind of runs into you, doing a total of 6 damage, reduced to 3.
Noted.
As it seeps into your skin a bit, but you're able to like flex your muscles a bit, and it doesn't seem to penetrate as deep as it could have.
Let's see which one of us runs out of blood first.
Angry, it's gonna take a bite attack on you. For a natural 19, so I think that's gonna hit.
Yep.
Ooh. So that's gonna be 14 damage, reduced to 7. As it comes into bite, you're able to lift your shield up, and it's able to take the bottom teeth, but the top teeth drag across your face a little bit as it goes for a bite.
I spit my blood in its eye.
And oh, I forgot. I need you to do a Constitution save and throw for me. This would have been before your raid, so though I don't think it would matter. You're fine. The stench seems to hit your nose, but you're used to smells. You lived in the forest. It's kind of unsettling, but you're able to push past it. Alright, Jacqueline, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with my Berserker Axe.
Alright, you're
So
gonna
I'm
move
just
it in.
Yeah, I'll move in one more.
Alright. You kind of put away your other axe, and you kind of take out your axe, and you go for a swing. Alright, go for a swinny swing.
Alright. I'm not flanking it, right? Because there's nothing on. There's no one on this side.
You're not flanking on your position.
Yeah. If I was up here, I probably would fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
well, you would. It's a little messy. Technically, like where the spiritual weapon is would be where the flanks. You have to be like directly opposed. It's kind of really messy.
Okay, I
It's
gotcha.
I'm very loosey with it, but it just depends. In this case, no, you can't flank though, so it's just a straight roll for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to check. Okay,
And you don't have to do a save and throw.
shit. Okay, 15 hit.
Sadly, it misses.
Damn it.
As the hide seems to be pretty thick, and you go for the swing, and it seems to lift its arm up, and it almost catches your axe before you like go. You have to back out from the swing so it doesn't grab it. As it just looks at you, salivating drool comes out of its mouth as it just looks hungry for a meal.
I'll do a action surge.
Okay, so, all right. So you're gonna go for another attack.
Yep.
All right, roll for attack.
Come on, high numbers. 23 the hit.
Yeah, it goes to grab as you pull away, and you see that slight opportunity to slice into its arm, and it does connect. Roll damage.
It's like going from like a downward swing to oh shit. Okay, I'll go upwards then.
Yeah, you're basically like, oh, you go for it, and you kind of able to change trajectory, as it's a big motherfucker, so you're able to kind of have that reach. So let's see what you do for damage.
High numbers, please. Oh, high numbers. Okay, 13 damage. But I'm gonna add on
You
one of my
max-
superiority dice.
Okay, you're gonna do what maneuver are you gonna do?
Do I have? Yeah, I do have it. I'm gonna do a menacing attack on it.
Okay.
So
What's the
it's gonna
save and
say-
throw?
DC 14 Wisdom. And it's just another 1d8 of damage. So let me just do the 1d8.
So it does one. So you roll. So roll the d8. So it's a total of
that's,
19
6 more
damage.
Yep.
So you seem to be able to connect. However, it seems to shrug off that fear,
Okay.
as it seems to unnaturally look at you and kind of just smirks through it, as if you don't present as much of a threat as you think to it.
Okay. Well, let me just see real quick. Well, it has reduced speed now, though.
It does?
Yeah, my slasher feat.
Oh, what does that mean?
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, you can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet until
Okay.
the start of your next turn.
Okay, so it can't move as much.
Yep.
Alright, anything else before it's Nina's turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay, Nina, you're up.
Sorry. Spiritual weapon attack.
Yeah, roll for
That's
damage.
8, 9. Wait, hold on. 12 to hit.
It just seems
No,
to...
wait. 12, 14 to hit.
You bonk in its head, but it doesn't seem phased by it.
Damn it.
By the way,
okay.
what's the form of your spiritual weapon? You never said.
Oh, oh god. I think I just, I got, I was once, like, okay, what does the monster look like? Like, what, does
I
it
mean,
look like a bug, or like a,
it's like a reptile thing.
Okay, I think it's just, God, I don't know. I think it's just gonna take the form of the scythe.
Okay. So, you know, it just seems to slice, and it seems to, like, tick off, like, one of its spikes off its back, but it doesn't seem to actually do any permanent damage.
Okay. Damn. Okay. And I'm gonna try for Toll the Dead this time.
Okay?
Wait. Nope. Wait. Yeah. Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
With a nat 20, I think it saves.
Damn it! Okay. And I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. I'll say with your passive insight being as high as it is, you start to notice that it seems to be able to, it seems like magic seems to not be as effective. It seems to be more resilient towards magic.
Okay.
After 2 attempts at spells seeming to miss, I would say with your insight you're able to glean that.
Okay. Am I able to, like, communicate that to any of my party real quick?
You used your action and thins. You can quickly,
Okay.
you can say quick thins as a free action, but if you're going to like explain what you're gonna say, like say it's resistant to something, I would say that would be something you have to do as like a bonus action or something, or like.
I think the most, like, she would say is like, he's resistant to magic type thing, you know?
Okay. I'll do you shout it or do you like? Cause you have, do you do the mental connection thing? Cause.
I think I would say it to Jacqueline as they are fairly close, like mentally. Say
Okay.
it to Jacqueline.
I'll allow Jacqueline to hear in your head real quick. Spells seem to not work as well, or whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Anything else for Nina?
Nope, that's
Alright.
it.
Vesper, get ready. They're gonna go for their rounds of attacks. One is gonna connect, so they do some damage. Captain seems to just be unable to swing their sword as effective right now. And then so there's 2 connects. So total of... Okay. So it takes some more hit. So as two swords go swinging into it, as they seem to be, as the guards are being swift and trying to pinch her and keep this beast contained, making sure it doesn't have a chance to run off, potentially endangering others. And then the two guys with crossbows, both of them also are able to hit as two more bolts go. Psh. Actually, this one would have to move kind of like right there in order to be able to effectively aim. But they do both also seem to do some damage to it. Alright. It's Vesper's turn, followed by Ryan. As this sin has taken some damage, but it seems to be standing strong still.
Alright, so I want to take another shot with the pepper box.
Actually, I forgot to do con saves for all of them. That's my bad. Passes, fails, 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 and passes. So, yeah, to go for your shot.
I'm not going to chance it because I have a gut feeling that this is a very high constitution target. So it's just a pepper box shot.
The captain's having a bad day. They're also poisoned.
Oh, that's got to hit. That's going to be a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Let me double check. Oh no, that's way higher than a 21. That's like a 24.
Don't forget about the new cantrip.
I know. I made a special feat so I could add it to my spell list. Okay, so pepper box, which is a D10.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 All right. D10 plus 4. That's gonna be 9 damage.
As you fire the bolts, it hits the hide and goes in a little bit, but the amount of blood that comes out is not as much as you hoped. Actually, with your distance, with your passive, you think you did a good job, actually. I would say from your distance, you think you did a good job.
And then if it's okay with you, I would like to bonus action swap for the bad news.
Okay, you start to you like quickly holster your pepper box and you take out your special bag of holding that seems to have the roller crest on it, and you start to take the action to pull out bad news. Okay. Is there anything else?
And that's my turn.
Okay. Orion, you are up.
Alright, reckless swing.
Alright, reckless again. Okay. Does connect. And again, you pierce into its hide and black ichor seems to drip down the spear. You're hurting it.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. And that's me.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna move, I don't have an applicable bonus action, and I did my attack.
It's going to attempt to claw at you again. one of them does connect. Doing a total of 11 damage, reduced to 5. But noticing you're able to tank it, and it's hungry for flesh, it's gonna reach down, and it's gonna take a bite out of. We'll say this guy. And that does connect. Ooh. And they just took a big chunk out of their health, as a good portion of their armor gets crushed into them, and you see blood pouring out of them, as they seem to have taken a good amount of damage out of that. And that's going to conclude its turn. Jacqueline, you're up, followed by Nina.
Taking a swing at it with my berserker axe.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, close to 20, but 21.
Yeah, I saw it kind of teetered. Yep, you land a hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage. As you go in for this swing, you're trying. You were able to make contact with its arm. So this time you try to get across the chest this time around.
No, 13, but I'm just gonna do another superiority dice, another menacing attack on it.
What attack?
Menacing attack.
Okay.
So it's another D8.
Nat 20, or not nat 19, I mean.
Yeah,
Seems
okay.
I'll say after this attempt, it might seem to be very resistant to such tactics.
Fine by me. Still an extra 3 damage, so 16.
Yep.
Damage in total.
You carve right into it, and some black ichor goes right across its torso as you got like near the gut a little bit, and your blade seems to be bathing in this black ichor. Nina, you are up.
Can I just say something to get into it and?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Abyssal. I'm gonna say you will know fear.
That's its response.
Okay. God, all I have is spells. Fuck.
I mean, do you have any healing spells for?
I will reiterate. It seems that it seems certain types of spells it seems to be resistant to. That seem to be spells of the type that require it to try to take off an effect. That's what you glean from it.
So it has advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your passive insight and doing 2 failed attempts, I would say you can glean that information. You also, I believe, also rolled decent on your rolls, so that's why previously. So I'm kind of using all these rolls together.
Okay. Shit, hold on. Brain work, please. Okay. Has advantage on saving. Fuck. That limits me so much.
Just because it's Brazilian doesn't mean it won't work eventually.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just, no, fuck it. Okay. Okay. For now, I'm gonna go with what I've been doing. the size is gonna swing at it.
Alright,
The
roll for
that
attack.
might hit eventually. Ooh, that's a natural 16 plus like 6, I think.
Yeah, that will hit.
And then it's a D8. Ooh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Ooh. As the scythe comes down, and it seems to cut off like like a bunch of the spikes and carves into the hide, leaving a trail of black ichor. As it's hurting, but still standing.
Okay. Bonus action.
You already used bonus action for your spiritual weapon.
Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I meant action total then.
Okay.
Probably going to save again, but might as well try something.
Yeah. It saved.
Okay.
Because what's your DC?
14.
Yeah, it was a nat 15. So.
Okay, and I'm gonna move up just slightly to around this guy.
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, interesting.
As you get a little bit closer, the smell of this creature seems to flood your nostrils.
17 plus 8, 19.
You know what? That smell, it stinks, but after spending some time on the road and smell and you gotten used to the stench of this land, and it doesn't seem to affect you as much. It seems like you're able to move past the smell.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay. It's gonna be the patrol, one hit, and then the archers. Neither of them hit for that one. So, and then also the poison effects end. Luckily.
I just want to make sure, again, it did lose reduced speed at start my turn, but it still has it because I hit it.
As long as you keep hitting it, you're gonna reduce
as long
its
as I
speed? Okay.
Yeah.
It isn't. It
As long
seems
as-
to be
well,
still taking a
As long as I
stand.
keep hitting it. Yeah.
But yeah, they do some more damage to it. And now it's gonna be Vesper's turn, followed by Orion.
All right. So I assume it's communicated that he's really resistant to anything that he can, fend off.
It hasn't been. No, only Jacqueline knows. Nina hasn't said it to anybody else.
Oh, okay.
And you're too far off to even notice the spell effects not seeming to take its toll.
Well, I was already in the process of pulling out bad news, so I'm going to use my bonus action to finish pulling out bad news, if I may.
Yep.
And I am going to go ahead and take a shot.
All right.
Okay. So it's a d20 plus 8 to hit. That's going to be... Oh, no. 16?
Just hits.
Okay, so that's 2d12 plus 4. And that is 21 damage.
As you take aim, without warning anybody, take the shot right into the shoulder as the bullet impacts, and then that radius of fiery explosion from the impact radiates out.
So everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Now, a large creature, is that like 5 foot from a specific spot, or like entirely 5 foot around?
Dex.
5 feet within the target. It says.
Damn it. Okay.
Dexterity 16. Oof.
I would say
Well, I
within
didn't
its
make it.
position, it would. It was in kind of where it would hit. I would say Orion, these guards, and Jacqueline would have probably been impacted the most from where it would land.
Alright, you said dexterity save?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It missed. It failed the save and throw.
Do I have to roll?
No, you're far
No.
away.
Okay.
enough. But I need to do rolls for the guards. Fails. Also fails. And no, it's 5 feet. So how much damage?
4.
4.
And what was the save target?
16.
Okay, so that's 4 damage to me. Then, I guess, or...
I'll say those around. Notice it strokes off the fire like it's nothing.
Okay.
But the captain is now badly scorned and very bloody.
Wait, the captain
Oops.
took damage too?
Yeah.
Which one's the captain?
Boop, boop.
How much
That one,
damage did
okay.
you take?
They look pretty bad.
No, how much damage did you take from that hit?
It was for fire damage.
I used my reaction to take it instead of him.
Oh, okay. Can you do that for fire, like a fire attack? Like, are you like catching the fire in the shield, like the explosion kind of thing?
That shield of the Boros. I use my reaction when someone's next to me. I take the damage as force damage.
Oh, okay. No, I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So take the whatever force damage you could take, which is I think half to 2. I think you're resistant, right?
Yep, it's not psychic, so I took 2 more damage.
All right, awesome. So that means that you also failed the other save and throw, so you take 4 fire damage from your own self.
Yep, took
Okay.
both.
Just making sure you know. It's now gonna be that was your action and your move and your
That
bonus
was
action.
my reaction on her.
No. I meant for Vesper.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is
that
there-
was,
are you
that's
gonna-
my turn.
All right. I'm just gonna say that you're on the cart instead of next to it, just to better visualize. Because that's what you said you were. All right, and you're up.
Alright, no movement, no bonus action, swinging.
Okay.
Rage reckless. Probably a miss.
Unfortunately, this time it's, after the fire kind of like scorns past of you, and then with that leaves a little bit of smoke, kind of clouds your eyes a little bit until you go for the swing, and it seems to just glean off of a wound that's already there, and it doesn't seem to actually do damage as you wish, as it seems to just kind of poke into the wound a little bit.
I make a little kissy gesture towards him.
Are you trying to persuade it to attack you, like you're taunting it?
Pretty much. Like, nice perfume you've got there. Did you put it on just for me?
Fuck it, roll for, I mean, is it really intimidation?
Not really. I don't need a roll or anything. I just would rather it attack me, but I don't have any specific skill to make him do that, so it's up to him.
Just roll a d20 for me, real quick. Just curious. Okay. There's a natural 20 that it just rolled for its claw attack. Now, you did reckless it, but you also weren't that intimidating with the kissy face. It's gonna take that first claw attack against the captain.
since I just had my turn, my reaction is back, so I'll just absorb it.
Woo! That is going to be a total of 30 damage.
Ouch! I will absorb it.
Okay, reduced to half to 15. As it's seen, it misses being able to attack its quarry. This time it's going to attack against you. It's going to connect, not in that 20 though. This time it's going to be a total of 7 damage as the claw, as it goes for the swing, you knock the claw into the shield and it just takes its strength and pushes the shield into your arm, kind of almost popping your shoulder out a little bit as it slices and it goes across your chest, dealing a total of 7 damage, reduced by half to 4. No, 3. Yeah, 3, because it's half to round it down, so 3. Right?
Right.
Yeah. And then it's going to do its bite attack against you, as it's angry. This is also going to
If the
connect.
rest of y'all would like to actually kill it, that'd be great.
Yeah. It's going to connect. You made it angry. You stopped it from attacking you. So that's a nat 16 plus, so 23 to hit.
That was it.
For a total of 23 damage. Reduced to half, which would be... Fuck me running.
11.
11. Yeah, 11. So 11.
Alright, so far I've taken over 100 points of damage, and I'm still up. If anyone else would like to kill this thing.
If I could, I would.
It's definitely taken a beating at this point. There's a lot of blood on it. It's not bloodied, but it's taken a beating. I would say from those around can see. Jacqueline is up, followed by Nina.
Okay. Good old, the old 1-2 again.
Well, you only can do it once, but yeah.
Oh, 1-2, I can do superiority dice.
Oh, I guess. Oh, you're saying like you're doing like
19,
a. Okay, this
19
lands.
the hit.
Mhm.
Okay.
I see what you mean. You're basically changing the superiority dice as like a secondary swing within the attack.
Pretty much, because I already used my action surge. So.
Okay, the first
Another
swing
one, so-
slices into it. You actually chip one of its claws a little bit from this attack as you slice right
Okay.
across its palm as it
Okay.
goes
So
for a
another-
grab on you.
Another menacing attack on it.
Okay. I'm at 18. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. Like I said, it's literally all I can. It's the only superiority dice I can use during my attack, because it has not attacked me yet. So.
I mean, it has gone for an attack, but it missed you, I believe.
No, I don't think it has. Has it?
Attacked me, the captain, and that one
Yeah.
guy on the northeast.
There was that one. Oh, okay, fair enough. I could have been wrong.
Yeah. Literally, the only damage I've taken was from Vesper.
Okay. Speaking of which, it's Mia's turn.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did roll. Okay, so.
Okay. God. Okay, so. Okay.
8, 6,
By the way, I don't know if
8.
it's just because I'm dumb, but I cannot see Jack. No, I see Jacqueline, but I can't see Orion on the map.
14 that round.
It's a thing where for some reason their token's not showing up. They are right here.
Okay.
Don't know why it does that, but for some reason that occasionally happens.
Okay.
Which one of these is the captain, by the way?
Next to Orion,
this
this
one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are basically on a knee at this point, kind of trying their best to like shoot out commands.
Okay. How far away am I?
Well, you would have to walk around. You'd have to do
No.
do. Well, you'd have to
Not for
like go.
healing word.
Not if I was flying.
Yeah. You could do healing word. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were like gonna walk over to the guard. My bad.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you could do healing word.
Okay, yeah. So, how hot is Orion looking?
I don't know, Orion. Orion, how would you describe your current status?
I'm held together by duct tape and hope.
Oh God, fuck.
By duct tape in a dream.
So you have a choice. The captain is also pretty hurt, but Orion seems to
Yeah.
be also struggling a bit.
I'd say scale from 1 to 60. I'm about. I'm kidding.
They're both pretty bloody, I would say. So
Okay.
they almost look like.
She's gonna heal Orion.
Okay. What word would you use as you hear this? Orion would hear in their head as you whisper this healing word.
Medicare.
Stay
Wait,
on your
no.
side.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, I just got the "it's free real estate" meme stuck in my head. Fuck. I don't know. Heal, bitch.
Okay, roll
what was it?
for healing.
Heal, bitch.
Heal bitch and Yoshi.
Fireball in the air.
Fireball.
Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7 healing. Not a lot, but something.
Hey, you know, every bit counts. It's now the veterans' turns. So they're all gonna do their thing.
That was my bonus action.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Whoa.
Well, you're gonna fuck the beast? Okay. Roll for seduction.
I was distracting, and I think that's gonna take the cake there. Not all
You just
spies.
seductively like lower your shield, and you kind of do like those like the butterfly eyes, but behind the shield.
No, I dropped my holy symbol. Step.
Oh no!
No. I'm gonna, I guess, try Toll the Dead again, because it's something. If it hit, whoops.
Nat 14 plus bitch wisdom. It's
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
You just see, Mina look over at you, Orion, just dead face, just like,
Deadpan, just
yeah.
you're done with it. Yeah.
Like, I hear you, and this is how you repay me? Really? And that's the end of my turn.
Misses. Oh, that's cocked. But with a nat 20, okay. It's starting to bleed pretty badly. And it's Vesper's turn, followed by Orion.
Okay. Vesper feeling bad about the splashback damage that her gun does. Is going to spend a bonus action to use her Celestial Revelation.
Okay.
Radiant Soul, giving her a flight speed of her walking speed, as well as 2 radiant damage. She's going to swap back to her pepper box. She's not going to bother putting. She's not going to bother putting bad news back in the bag of holding.
Okay, so
She's
you
gonna
kind of like
drop it
drop
on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'll allow it.
Pull out her pepper box.
Okay.
She is going to fly 30 feet. Right.
How high up are you gonna be?
Actually, she's gonna fly up 10 feet.
Okay.
And fly 20 feet. So she'll be here, 10 feet elevated.
Okay. I guess I'll move for you.
Thank you.
Okay. As you fly over, you just see Gary kind of look at you, and it was kind of just casually chewing on some grass, and the grass falls out its mouth.
And then I'm going to go ahead and call. Well, actually, we'll hold off on that for just a moment. I'm going to shoot with the pepper box.
Real quick, before you do that, can you roll a D100 for me real quick? And tell me if you get a 15 or lower.
15 or lower?
Mhm.
I got a 100.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. So I rolled a 19 on the first shot.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
And that's a D10 plus 4.
Mhm.
That's gonna be 14 damage, max damage.
And as you fire it, it seems like these bullets, which for the most time has this been bullets, it seems to irradiate a glow as it fires out of this gun, seemingly doing a lot more damage than previously.
Yeah, because it does 2 points of radiant damage as well.
So was that the total already, or did you not include the radiant?
14 damage from the bullet, 2 radiant damage.
Oh, okay, so an extra 2 damage then. Alright, it's pretty
In case, you
bloody.
know, he happens to be, what's the word? Vulnerable.
Oh, we're wrong.
I'm going to now, action surge.
I will say with your passive insight, you can't really glean that information. You think you did more damage than you did before? Like it seemed to do some good damage, but you don't know why.
Okay. So now I'm gonna do action surge.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a grit point and do a Deadeye shot, giving myself advantage.
Okay.
And that's going to be like 24 to hit.
No, it misses, unfortunately. Yeah, it hits.
It's gonna do. Ooh, that did not land in my dice tray. That's gonna be 8 damage with 2 radiant damage.
Okay. It's bloody, but it's still holding on. Orion, you're up.
Right, I'm not gonna go reckless this time, so I'm just going to regular attack Rage Spear.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Let's see.
It's covered in black ichor at this point.
I jam my spear into its chest, and heaving my muscles, I lift it off the ground, look it in the eye, and then just fling it off to the left.
Just with
Actually, no,
advantage.
I'm gonna pick it up, look it in the eye, smash it down, and then stomp on its head with my hooves.
Okay. It's a larger creature. You're pretty strong. Just give me a general strength check real quick, or athletics with advantage.
That's a natural 20 plus
Oh
8.
yeah. Without effort, you're able to not only lift it, but like lift it a good couple of feet off the ground with no issue before you just right back onto the ground, and black ink kind of just sprays everyone as you go in, and you just stomp onto its head until it's mush. Yeah, well, you know what? You still seem to you get the
I
final hit
continue
at
to
least.
bleed. You guys all right? You lose anybody? Where's the cook at?
The captain is kind of just like on one knee, like, "Good job, Ben, and thanks, thanks for the support." Ah.
Vesper's gonna finish flying in and
Mhm.
touch him, and
I would say,
just look at him in the eye and say, I'm so sorry." And she's gonna cast Healing Hands.
you're still glowing with the wings and everything, and just coming in. Roll
Probably look like an angel.
roll a persuasion check for me, just to see how like so you don't you're flying in, swooping in, just to ease their worry a bit, if that makes
Well,
sense.
first and foremost, he gets 6 points. And then you said persuasion.
Yeah, this is just to see how like so that you come in and just make sure that the least hostile way possible. This is just to see how you because you are
13.
glowing wind being all of a sudden. This is just to lower their they just fought a bean and they're a little on edge. 13, you're fine. It's not necessarily super high thing. It was more or less just you can understand what I'm getting at with what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The big the Lexion definitely shines brightly on you. Thank you. As he kind of just rotates his shoulder a bit as the wound kind of heals up. He's still a little bruised, but definitely seems like any major wounds have been healed at this point. And he kind of just grabs the sip and then he kind of reaches in his pocket and pulls out a coin purse.
Y'all gave us a
Good.
delicious meal earlier, and
No.
I'm very grateful for
No.
it.
Good deeds deserve to be rewarded. You came to our assistance when you didn't have to. You could have turned a blind eye. Take this, and he hands you 50 gold pieces.
She's gonna just pocket it for now. She says, "Okay, but please let me continue to take care of you and come sit down. I would like to tend to your wounds."
Okay, so you guys all kind of gather around and kind of
Like a
mend.
healing powwow type.
Okay. So you guys take a short rest.
Rest, okay.
Uh,
Uh,
while some of you are tending to your wounds, there is a corpse here. Do you do anything with the corpse?
I think
Oh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna click my axe as well as I guess hold on, does that have what does it have on there? Spine spikes, claws and stuff?
It's roll a religion check or either arcana religion or a survival. I'll say
I'll
that
do
religion's the
arc
easiest DC and the others are harder.
I do arcana because I'm proficient in that. So
Okay.
uh,
The DC still
arcana.
pretty high to kind of surmise some stuff. Like what? And I'll once you roll a 16. Okay. And
16.
what are you specifically trying to glean from?
I'm just trying to see what I can take off of it to sell for some extra cash or give to these guys so they can get some money for it.
Okay. You can glean that, this fiend can be useful for some I want to point out some materials. You know, the claws could be used for some alchemy, the spikes, and maybe even the black ichor potentially. But you also know that fiends are quick to dissolve after dying, and if you want, you can spend this hour to try to grab as much as you can off of it. Um,
Yeah.
I would like you to roll a intelligence check, uh,
Okay.
or a dexterous check. Uh, you're
Next,
not what tools do you have, real quick?
I got leather workers tools.
Okay,
Demon hide.
I'll let you.
So,
I'll let you roll. I'll let you
you
choose. Add your
said
proficiency
intelligence or
bonus for
dex?
either. Yeah, yeah. The DC is going to be higher on Dex.
Okay.
But the intelligence, it allows you to figure out the easiest and fastest way to harvest essentially the parts.
Okay, I do intelligence then. So, 12 plus 1, 13.
13. With your proficiency?
With my proficiency, what's my proficiency? Plus 2, 15.
15. You're able to harvest. Roll a d4 for me.
What?
Roll a d4 for me and a d6.
A d4 and a d6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so d4 and d6.
Mm-hmm.
1 and a 2.
Okay. You're
Oof.
able to acquire one of the claws. You're able to acquire one of the claws in good condition, as the others seem to be scraped up, and you're able to acquire 2 of its teeth without issue.
Okay, I'll go over to the captain. It's not much, but this was able to scavenge from it.
Kind of short. I'm sure some of our more magical centric allies will be able to utilize this. Thank you, miss. And kind of grabs it and kind of puts it in a pocket. And by the time you guys are all done healing up, tending to the wounds, question for Vesper. Do you
Answer.
go near the corpse at all at any point?
She's gonna be focused on tending to the wounds, to repay the food that was given to her, and as an apology. So
Okay.
she's gonna be tending to wounds of the soldiers, to her friends.
Okay, so you would
She may not be very good at it, but with
roll a
Nina's
medicine check
guidance,
for
she's
me.
gonna do her best.
Okay, roll
Um,
a straight roll of medicine.
of medicine.
And
Ooh.
with the help of Nina assisting you, I'll say you can add your proficiency bonus.
My guidance, by chance?
Sure, you can guide them, I guess. I mean, actually, guidance only lasts a minute, and this is kind of like for the entire,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
this is a general roll for, like, everybody of,
Yeah.
like, them tending to wounds. So I would say guidance, no, but I'm allowing the proficiency.
Just 17.
Okay, you seem to be able to help mend the wounds, at least prepare, like bandage some up, you know, clean the wounds, and you seem to be able to stave off any potential infections or anything. You might not do any outright immediate healing to them, but you at least make sure that they are comfortable and well suited, and they all kind of thank you, and give them their thanks before after this hour break. What was a fresh corpse seems to be already starting to decay as the black ichor seems to envelop the corpse a lot more and more. The stench seems to irradiate a bit more and kind of stinks the air a bit before you guys part way and continue your guys' travel for the rest of the day.
What happened to the cook? Out of curiosity.
The cook is with them. Like, one of them is a cook, essentially.
Making sure the cook was fine.
Yeah, no. One of the crossbow guys is the cook, I would say. They just during when they were off, they seem to have taken off a bit, but are armored for the ability to cook easier, like more maneuverability. But yeah. But for the sake of brevity, you guys continue your travel on your 5th day. You end up making camp again.
Okay. I think as well, like sitting around like a fire, kind of like eating or something. Nina would bring up to Vesper the idea of naming our group again.
Yeah, I spoke with Jacqueline about that the other night. And they came up with the dancing prayers, and then and she's gonna touch the pendant that's underneath her shirt. I was thinking the jewel bearers. Though, now that I think about it, we could do a happy medium of the two and call ourselves the bearers of 3 prayers.
Oh, I kind of like that.
I suppose we should talk to the others about it. I did forget to say something to the crew last time.
Okay. Yeah. Let's bring it up.
So Vesper is going to walk over to the campfire where everybody is sitting.
Mhm.
Nina and I have discussed coming up with a name for the group. I spoke with Jacqueline about it the other night, and they pitched a few ideas. Jacqueline, I would like to pitch a new idea to you. It is a combination of yours and my decisions on what we would like to suggest. The bearers of 3 prayers.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think it fits.
Well, O'Ryan, what do you think?
Well, I don't really get it, but that doesn't really matter. So, if you want it, that's fine. If I say yes, will you stop shooting me with that gun?
I didn't. You know what?
The
O'Ryan,
defeat.
I know you're gruff and you're mean and you're angry all the time, but inside you really truly are a very kind person. Honestly, kind of remind me of Dad.
Well, thank you for that. Maybe remember that next time you're flying over with your angelic healing magic, not to fly over my bleeding to death body to heal some other random guy.
He was also really hurt, and I felt bad.
Pulling your leg. That's fine. If you think that's a good name, that's a good name. Don't worry, I just walked over to the side and rubbed some dirt into my wounds while everyone else was getting tended to. It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine.
Hey, I still came by and took care of you. Also, can we address the elephant in the room that I apparently have newfound powers that I have tapped into? I didn't know I could do that until today. Or, well, technically yesterday. But
Mm,
it wore me out yesterday.
no, it's been more than
I
yesterday. If you're talking about the last time, it's been about 3 days.
Per her, it was yesterday
Oh,
because she
okay.
was asleep the entire time.
Something with
Okay.
that wizard book you've been studying.
I was not aware that you were not aware of that.
I It's very interesting. I seem to only be able to tap into that power once a day, and it's very. And she's gonna sit there looking at her hands, and it's very celestial in feeling. When that power runs through me, it's like I have the power of the gods with me.
But DM, am I able to like gleam any like deity off of Celeste? I mean, the Vestal. I can't name today.
So you're trying to glean like if you've heard what this ability before, or like what deity like seems to be irradiate from
it
them.
yeah, like more so like if there's like power of a particular deity radiating off of them.
Roll a religion check for me then.
Okay. Oh god, I don't know if I want to use that dice. I don't know.
And this is something I have
Ooh.
never thought about in my backstory, so this is entirely up to the DM if it is the case.
Okay, that's a 19 plus 21.
All right. Most of you, when you saw what happened, there was a celestial glow, and it irradiated more. And if I remember correctly, you described it golden light, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Very gold, very
Very gold.
bright, very warm,
Mm-hmm.
radiant light.
Now, you're only really familiar with the Moonweaver, the one that has you've
Yeah.
seen in your dreams, that have seen that spoken to you. That your knowledge for the other deities might not be because you didn't study in a temple or anything of that nature. You seem to have
Yeah.
picked up you being guided through other means, and so your
Mhm.
knowledge of other deities is not as strong. However, with a 19, you are aware of golden light,
It's 21.
or 21 total. Sorry, you more than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're able to glean from the golden light that the most prevalent individual is the Dawn Father,
There were 3 options.
or
I didn't know.
there's a few there's a few. The Dawn Father is known to have a golden light. The other one is Palor, I believe, is the other one. Oh no, it's Rhea, the Everlight. It's Rhea.
The Everlight. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
I believe Palor is the Dawnfather's name.
yeah, Palor the Dawnfather, which and you know them to be basically, the sigil is that of the sun, and the golden light seems to irradiate them. Ray the
Saren
other
Ray.
Pardon?
Saren Ray, the Everlight.
Yeah, the Everlight, which
Isn't
is
Saren
depicted
Ray
of like a
Pathfinder?
phoenix.
What was that?
Isn't Saren Ray Pathfinder, or am I misremembering that?
No, this is specifically Exandria. If you go into the
Sheesh.
journal, you can actually glean information about the Pantheon.
So it could potentially, actually, there's 5 that it could potentially be.
Yeah, there's potentially 5. I'm just saying with a 21, you can narrow it down between the Dawnfather, the Everlight, and if I remember correctly, the other one could be the Lawbringer, I believe.
No. Well,
Or
maybe that makes 6, because gold is commonly associated with Avandra the Changebringer, Erathius the Lawbringer, Ayun the Knowing
yeah, it was the
Mistress,
Lawbringer. Yeah, it was the Lawbringer. So
Melora the Wild Mother, Palor the Dawnfather, Ray the Saren Ray the Everlight, and you could eke with the Raven Queen, but that's debatable.
So, the Golden Light is synonymous with a lot of the deities. However, the biggest thing that you noticed, you were able to pick this up above others because you tapped into divinity a bit better than others.
Yeah.
The Golden Light seemed to be very blinding to others, and they weren't able to pick it up, but you were able to notice that the light seemed to take form of feathers. And you surmise that maybe that it might not just be one deity, but multiple.
Huh. Okay, Nina's gonna look at you, and of course in your head you hear, I get the feeling there are multiple deities with you, Vespa.
She's gonna kind of chuckle to herself and mentally reply to you, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised, as there are many deities that my family aided.
The the feelings I get seem to align most with, so you said
You sense, with your limited knowledge of deities, the feeling of warmth, but the fieriness of the light makes you feel synonymous to the Everlight, but the overall golden light feels like the Dawnfathers, but you also saw feather-like apparitions from the winds. So that's what you glean from all of that.
Okay, Dawnfather, Everlight, and what was the last one?
This feathers. You don't know if that's
feathers.
You don't know if that's actually related to any specific deity or that just happens to be the form it takes. But you were able to see past the blinding light of this aura and saw feather-like apparition in the winds.
Okay, I understand.
But to everyone else, it disappeared like a light. The winds were just of light. But you were able to kind of see past the divinity a little bit with that. Only because you have fucking high passive perception is why I'm giving you that information. That is the only reason why you glean that information.
I get feelings of the Dawnfather and the Everlight.
Well,
and your wings, I saw. Well, I mean, they were feather. Ooh, that's just a word me cannot say. Feathery, feather.
There you go. Well, the Dawnfather gave my mother a boon when she was presumably pregnant with me.
Yeah.
The Everlight. Sarenrae is. My Auntie Pike worships her. My Auntie Pike is a cleric, much like you, Nina. And Sarenrae is the one who gives her her powers. And as for the feathers, I want to believe it's the Raven Queen. But honestly, the feathers could be anybody. They're wings.
Roll a religion check for me real quick. With advantage, Vesper.
With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
21.
You do know that Everlight is depicted as a phoenix in some of their, depictions. And hearing the fact that you had feathers in your wind form or your celestial form or whatever you want to call it, uh, you you're unsure if the winds might be the Raven Queen or just a depiction of the Phoenix winds of the Everlight. Well, a phoenix is not a crow or a raven. Oh, that one over my head? Are you okay there, Celeste?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
just sitting there quietly, thinking to herself.
Okay. Quick question. Nina, do you bring up how there was like a fiery-esque aura to it as well? Or do you just mention the feather part?
I mean, she would have mentioned anything that she kind of like saw. I forgot that you mentioned that.
Okay. So because there was mention of a fiery aspect to these, like this aura, and the fact that the feathers, you feel more confident that it might be the Everlight than the Raven Queen at this moment. I would say.
She's slightly disappointed, but
You're
still thankful.
there is a slight doubt in that.
Mm-hmm.
But with your logic, as what you knowledge of what you know, you feel that it might just be the Phoenix winds of the Everlight, with Dawnfather's golden light. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for the rest of the night, or do you guys just go sleep after doing rounds of watts?
I mean, I'm currently good, so.
Okay. Who's doing first watch?
I'll do first watch.
Okay. Do you have a partner, or are you doing it by yourself?
Nina and Jacqueline, mix it up.
Okay.
Alright, Nina and Jacqueline.
All right, either individually roll or one person rolls together for like an advantage.
What's your perception?
+6.
Alright, let's giving you advantage.
They have the
then.
observant feat.
Yeah.
They have 21
you
passive
get that.
perception right now. They basically mean I can never surprise you ever again.
23.
23?
Yeah.
You hear howls in the night, both of you. I'll say you guys are kind of combo wombo in this. You hear howls in the night, and you surmise you think they're harmless. And then you hear the howls get snuffed out mid-howl.
Oh.
And with your passive perception, you swear you hear a grunt in the distance before a whimper.
She mentally, she mind links with Jacqueline and says something just got killed out there. Stay alert. And stay quiet. And oh fuck. Oh fuck. I think oh god. Do I know like right about a direction it would be in?
It sounded like it came from a little bit south of you.
South? Okay. Nina would kind of like point to the south and kind of like put a finger up to her lips and like quiet. Although that's also pointless, but not really. She would also say to Jacqueline, "Oh mind, should we wake the others?"
I think we all need a rest after that battle. Interrupting them, I don't think will be helpful.
I agree, but
I think best we can do is warn the next people to keep an ear out.
God damn that that timing.
See, I can hear them now.
I'm sorry.
It was just the timing of it was perfect.
You scared us, baby girl.
Oh my god.
She's wanting my attention. She's getting mad because I'm ignoring her.
Yeah, my dogs are the same right now. She would nod and say, "Okay, I can agree to that." And she would just be on extra alert, like usually head on a swivel, but like it's intensified now.
Yeah, Jacqueline would be doing the same, just keeping like staying as still as she can, so like her arm doesn't like shift, so she can listen more intently.
Mhm.
So you guys stay on alert a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after hearing the grunts and the howls diminishing in the distance, doesn't appear to be anything coming any closer at this time. Before your watch ends up running out and you have to wake the others.
Okay. As we wake the others, Nina would tell them, some howling creatures got snuffed out to the south. Be alert. Something's out there. And then she'll probably pass it. I don't know if she would like pass out necessarily, but like she's gonna try to sleep.
Okay. So I suppose that means me and Orion are taking next watch. Do you want to do the perception check, or do you want me to do it, or do you want us to each do one?
How's your perception?
I have a +4.
Ditto. So let's both roll individually.
Okay. 17?
17?
Not good.
7? Orion, you took a
I lost a lot
beating.
of blood today.
Yeah, you took a lot of beating, and you got some rest, but you feel a bit out of it, unfortunately, and it seems like you can't keep your mind on things. That being said, with the 17, you were warned that there seemed to be something in the distance that seemed to have taken out a howl, and you were on guard to hear anything. And you do in fact hear some noises nearby. Uh, Sounds like maybe sticks breaking, some stuff sifting in the distance. But you're unsure what that means. Before you hear a low, guttural growl in the distance. In the distance, but still, like close but distant still.
Vesper's just gonna scoot closer to Orion. He's like, I don't like the sound of that. It's far away, but it's still not a comfy sound.
I
You
would say it's
close but distance. Are
unfam-
we talking like? Do we think it's like within line of sight? Or
you
just, like,
can't see it
near?
within where you can't see it within your sight of dark vision, but it sounded close. Like it sounded outside of your dark vision, but not entirely out.
Is it close enough that like we should be alarmed?
Or the
Or is
17,
it...
your tingle goes off. Your
Alright, want me to
Peter
go take a
tinkle
look?
goes off.
I'm just gonna be like, is it okay if I ride your back?
Get on.
She's gonna climb up and she's gonna be like huddled,
Don't.
huddled behind him, kind of like.
All right, I get out the moon touch spear and I ride the direction it points.
Sorry.
Alright, so you take the thin. So let me get
And
your
the
light
gunfire
out.
will hopefully wake the rest of the party.
And you
she's
head
gonna
south to the noise.
Yep.
I actually, she's gonna.
I got a horse.
What?
The horse token was on the map and it got revealed.
I mean,
Oh.
it was always there. I would say, what the hell is your dark vision at?
Me?
Yeah,
60 foot?
that's 60 feet. Holy fuck. Okay.
I have 60 foot dark vision.
I will say that as you're round the corner, you do see a figure around the rocks, Munson, on what appears to be a wolf. This panther-like creature, but the tails are
Shit, fuck.
odd, as it appears to be tentacle-like in appearance.
Shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. Orion, go. Hit back. Go
I need
back.
you to roll a stealth check, both of you.
Fuck! 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 7?
It seems to perk up and kind of darts around the rocks and then jumps around and seems to inch closer to you. I need you to both roll initiative.
Fuck! Vesper doesn't know, but I know. That's a displacer beast. Fuck!
And it's literally just you two against it.
We are so screwed. We are so screwed. We are so screwed. Oh my god. That's gonna be 11.
Okay, and what did Orion get?
15. I couldn't use the initiative button because it says there's no active encounter.
What did you say you got?
15.
Okay. You both get to go first.
Hey, Orion, you go before me.
All right, so is it up above us? Like you said, it was on a rock. Is it level with us, or?
It's jumped down from the rock. I would say it's. Oh, god damn it. Hold on.
But it's not like way above us or anything.
No.
Right.
For the sake of the fact that I mean,
Fuck.
Anyway, rage, reckless, charge.
okay. With Vesper on. Okay.
She'll have to get off on her turn.
I would say that Vesper can see it with the dark vision. You currently can't see where it is. You kind of heard it shift on the rocks, I would say, with your passive perception. But if you can't see it on the map right now, you can't see it.
Well, I've got bright light to 15 and then dim to 15 after, but I've only got the 15 illuminated.
Is it?
Is it within 30 foot?
You have 30 feet of. Why is the dim not seeming to? 15? Yeah, so 15. Yeah, 15.
I can see it now.
Okay, so yeah, you get to see it. So.
All right, rage, reckless. I'm assuming since displacer that I'm at disadvantage to attack it, so it kind of cancels it out.
Yeah, it answers out.
Okay, so
I will
roll
have
the-
to. I do have. I mean, you don't know obviously, but yeah, above table, yeah, you are at disadvantage.
Yeah, so I'm reckless, so it's an even roll. Just wanted to make sure it actually was a displacer beast before I rolled with advantage.
It is a displacer beast. Above table, yes, but it does land. And so yeah, you managed to do some damage to it as it pops out, and it appears, growls, and you're able to slice. What are you using, your sword or your spear?
Spear, I need the light.
Oh yeah, you have your spear out, right. So you just poke at it, and it seems to like graze across its like upper back. It does do some damage, but not too much, and it seems to just be slightly annoyed at you.
Bad kitty, go away.
All right, it's Vesper's turn.
I'm gonna touch the pendant and cast invisibility on myself.
All right, you are currently all of a sudden. For Vesper, you still see yourself, and you have this like slight glow, like silverly glow across your body, and you can see your hands, you can see everything, but for everybody else, you are gone.
And then I am
And
going...
let me just change the music real quick.
to stay where I am.
All of a sudden, we're in a tavern.
Oh, whoops, we're on,
That was my action. What are you doing? Playing other softball.
Did you get off my back, or did you just turn invisible?
No, she's staying where
currently
she
invisible.
I have plans. I have.
Okay.
Just
Real
stay
quick
where she
about
is.
that invisibility. Is it greater invisibility or just regular invisibility for the pendant?
It's just regular invisibility, so I can only cast it on one creature.
Okay.
Oh shit! It's concentration. Fuck. Okay. So I can't do what I was planning. Fuck.
So,
Well, if you're invisible, you can at least get off my back without provoking an attack of opportunity.
it's not necessarily true.
Shit. Okay.
You committed to it. You're invisible.
Um. And then I don't have a bonus action, so this bitch is gonna run.
Okay.
Because
So-
the plan that I was originally planning to do won't work.
It has its tentacles have a reach. You may be invisible, but it did see you previously. It's not
It's
a dumb.
still a disadvantage.
Oh, it's still at disadvantage. I'm just saying it is still aware that there was something there, and it can hear you get off of Orion or whatever. Like it can hear noises still. You're not silent, especially if you're trying to take off.
Well, I've already spent my action, so I can't use my action to stealth.
Yeah.
And I'm not a rogue, so now I'm tempted to dip into rogue just so I can get that bonus action high.
Yeah. Luckily, the tentacles miss you and seem to just barely scrape across your coat, and yeah. And I will say a piece of that cloth seems to come off of the cloth, and it turns visible as it leaves your person, and as you peel off Orion, you just see a piece of cloth kind of float in front of you onto the ground. Are you gonna move your token?
Oh, yeah. So it's 5. One button. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna stay within the light though. Even though I can see.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the Displacer Beast's turn.
Right here.
Okay. So you did you say you went reckless, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna have bandits on its tentacle attack. It's gonna make 2 tentacle attacks on you. The first one is a nat 19. And then the other tentacle is a nat 18. For
Both will hit.
okay, so both will hit. Okay. So it's going to be a total of 10 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 5. Because did you say you were raging? I don't remember you said raging or not. You are raging? Okay. So that is a total of 5 for the piercing, for bludgeoning, and an extra 2 piercing damage, reduced to 1. As the tentacle seems to have teeth at the end of it, and it latches on as it smacks into you. Growling at you, and it's seeming to snarl looking at you. As that is its turn.
Alright, so back to me then.
Yeah, back to you.
I think I should just grab the darn thing. Now I'll talk one more round just face to face, and I'll try something else. Alright, so still reckless, swinging.
Mm-hmm. What's the total there? 19. That does hit. As you stab into it, you know it is the tentacle, tail that comes out of it. You smack it, and as after it smacks into you, you kind of take the spear and like jam it into the tentacle a bit, dealing some damage to it, and it growls a low guttural as it takes the hit.
Yell into the air behind me. Go get help or do something clever.
Okay, it's Vesper's turn.
Um,
There's one thing that you can do that's gonna alert everybody. The question is it gonna how are you gonna alert everybody?
fuck it, I'm pulling out the pepper box and firing one off.
That drops your invisibility.
Oh shit, it does. No, I'm not. Never mind. Just kidding. Fuck. Anything I do is gonna drop my invisibility.
I'm just decide on what you're gonna do. I'm doing a quick research on the duel. So think of what you're doing.
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything that the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
You cast it specifically says you're casting the invisibility spell. Okay, so it is this and that. All right. I just wanted to double check if it's like a full on like the spell's being cast or it grants invisibility, which is a little bit different. So, but it is you're casting the spell. So yeah, so you are concentrating on invisibility right now. Which means that I will have to put the concentration effect on you.
Okay, fine. I'm double dashing and I'm waking everybody up.
You're double. Okay, well, do your 60 feet.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
And you burnt your action, so you can't alert them this turn. I would say that they are kind of like in their tents.
Question.
Can I do my 30 feet and just start screaming to wake them up?
Yeah. Roll persuasion or intimidation, whichever one you want to roll as you're screaming. This is just generally to see how loud you're being and like how effective you are.
I have a question.
Correct? Yeah.
With the mind link, especially since Vespa and I are a little bit more like connected.
You're wondering if you have like a twin sync situation where you just sense there's danger?
No, not quite that, but like I'm wondering if she's able to kind of like quote unquote mind link with me, if that makes sense. Or do I have to?
Actually, I have an important question. It's about to hit
mind
midnight. Do you guys want to, before we go anywhere further into this combat, do you want to call it for the night and continue this next session, or push through this combat?
I'm honestly exhausted.
Yeah, I just looked at the time and it's about to be midnight. I didn't realize that I didn't notice the time when I initiated combat, or else I would.
I mean, I'm down for ending it for tonight. That way, next week we should have Ring back.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Lan is not going to be able to make it tomorrow next week.
Next week.
Oh shit! And we're gonna be down our barbarian.
And I can't make any promises that I'm not working Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we may or may not have
unfortunately.
to delay next session if enough people are not able to make it. But I'm just
Yeah.
asking, do you want to push through this combat, or do you want to just end tonight at midnight?
I honestly don't think I can make it. I'm
Okay.
I wouldn't
really
mind
fucking
getting back to
tired.
Tears of the Kingdom, to be entirely honest
Wow. Okay, I see how it is.
with you.
Alright. That being said, then I am going to say that tonight's session has gone pretty well. You guys managed to score high enough that you were able to stop the bean from potentially doing more damage against against the individuals, the patrol, and kind of rewarded a little bit. However,
Oh, by the way, everybody gets 10 gold.
Okay.
however,
Oh, shit, my
it
gold
seems
will be
during the
set again.
night, though being able to perceive some danger, not alerting that there was danger, but not necessarily trying to be as quiet as they could be while approaching this noises to investigate, came across a beast. And is now next session gonna have to deal with a individual beast that seems to have been prowling these woods. And what you could surmise that maybe could be making that noise that you heard a few nights back. Maybe not, maybe who knows. But we're gonna find out next session and seeing how they can tackle this conundrum there are. As the long rest has not happened yet, which means you guys are not fully
Oh,
refilled from the previous battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
But that's for next session. Till then, hopefully you all enjoyed the session, as now we have the Bearers of the Three Prayers as the party name that has now been decided. We're going to find out how they handle this situation next Saturday. Perhaps maybe it's delayed dependent on everyone's schedule at 8 p.m. Eastern as normal. Till then, hopefully everybody has a good night and has sleep slumbers and has a good weekend. Would you guys like to say anything before we go?
Get if you have a car, buy new tires for your car because it can save your life. I recently bought new tires for my car, and driving in the rain today showed me just how important they are.
Okay.
Don't poke around in the darkness unless there's something threatening.
We're fine.
And let the rest of
You
your
guys
party
decided to
know.
investigate.
Go to investigate.
Yeah, you guys wanted to investigate the noise.
We'd have been fine if you just stand there and shot it. We could have killed it.
Are you sure about that?
But
if I'm not mistaken, this is a challenge rating 3 beast.
We just fought a challenge rating, I think, like, what? 8, 7, 8, 9, higher level demon.
Hirozo? Yeah, that's a talents of 8.
Oh, I was right. Okay, I knew it.
But we had 6 other individuals plus our 4.
They didn't really do
That'll
much,
be
to be
fine.
honest. They were not really helping that situation.
All right, so I already talked to DM about this, but I'm not going to be here
Yes,
next
I'm
Saturday
aware that you're not going to make next
because
session.
I'm going to be at Geekway to the West. It's a 4-day-long board gaming convention, so I will not be available.
Ooh, fun.
So for whoever plays me next week, this is what I want you to do because it's probably what I was going to do next turn. Just grab it, grapple it. I probably have a much better because I can athletics it and grab it a lot easier, and I won't have to go reckless. Once I hold it down in place, it can't really blur away, and I can start beating it to death.
That's not how it works, actually.
I would like to actually volunteer the idea that we go ahead and take next week off.
I was already going to
I
probably
would like to
suggest
go.
that.
Yeah, I would like to go visit my mom. My mom's asked me to come visit her.
All right.
So
Before you continue, I need to end stream. Is there anything you want to
Okay.
say to the viewers before I end?
We love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.
And is it Saturday yet?
Always remember, don't split the party.